ready, folks. We got about 1 minute until we start the show. Nathan Ivey Show. We are broadcasting live from CiTiRAMA 2019. And we got a lot of stuff going on today. If you are looking for a new home, or you're looking for a she shed, or you're looking for some ideas and some tips on home design, or you just want to walk through and check out what they have to offer, this is the spot. I'll be out here for the next 3 hours. I'd love to see you stop by. I think this is called the Aviana, I'm not sure why I'm asking her. I think this is the Aviana. So when you come out, you can't miss us. They've got a lot of folks who are doing different things, different programs and things like that, and they're set up in the garages. And we're set up in the garage as well. We're about to go live in about 35 seconds. We'll talk in just a couple minutes.
You said it, but I forgot.
And we're live. And my last name is Ivey, by the way. Nathan Ivey, broadcasting live from CiTiRAMA. I know you can see me. We got the two cameras set up going on. Listen, I'm gonna set the table for you on what you can expect throughout the rest of the day. And we've got some exciting giveaways that we would like to do with you as well today. So stick around. We'll be here at least until about 4:00 today. We want to do a full 3-hour broadcast. As we advertised. And I said earlier before we got started that we were in the Aviana. We are not. We are in the Stratford. We are in the Stratford. You can't miss us. You can't miss us. You can't miss me. There is a Burgundy Odyssey in the driveway, and then you'll see a little audio setup, and that'll be me. Stop by. I've got tickets if you want to come out to CiTiRAMA today. You can stop out today. If today doesn't work for you and you want to stop by maybe on Saturday and Sunday, let me know. We'll put your name out. And also, we've got tickets for some upcoming events as well. But before we do all of that, we want to talk to some of the people that are making this possible. And joining me right now, you can actually see her on the screen, is Julianne Gardner. How you doing, Julianne?
Nathan, so good to be here. Thank you.
You might want to step up just a little bit there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, Julianne, we got a chance to meet each other because we are getting through the heat together, right?
It's a shared experience.
Most definitely. But Julianne, tell me about what you do. Tell me about Cincinnati Sheds. And tell us what people can expect to see when they come out today.
All right. Yeah, we provided several buildings to exemplify the Amish-made sheds that are represented by Cincinnati Sheds. We've been working with the same Amish family for about 12 years, and we've come to know what is so cliche, which is they make a great quality product at a very fair price. And we're so thrilled to be a part of Cincinnati's CiTiRAMA, because, it seems like everybody who has a place to live has a need to put some stuff somewhere. And we sell sheds for lots of storage and many other uses.
So I'm learning this term, she shed, right? Is that like a thing?
It's a thing. It's kind of like how some might say man cave.
Right.
I like to say my getaway.
Okay.
My she shed concept, our she shed concept. All of us have sort of a need to have just a little place to go get into the corner and cuddle up.
Right.
And so what we're finding is that people are buying these buildings. Yes, most of them are for storage, but they're using them for purposes like another room in their house, but they're putting them out in their yard. And so it could be a tiki bar, it could be a music studio for yourself. This could be your production studio.
I like that idea.
You see. And so this allows people to actually do a home edition, a whole room, and just plunk it right there in the backyard.
Right. A lot cheaper. So I'm a little jealous here because the man cave is typically connected to the house. Why does the woman get her own space disconnect? I'm a little jelly about that. A little jealous.
Okay, so I'm not going to really be able to answer why a woman gets greater distance when she wants it, but I am going to answer the fact that when you do put a place over there in the backyard, it becomes a destination on your property. So even with a small quarter-acre lot, you can take a journey to another place by going out to the shed. People will go and get their lawnmower, tuned up just for a reason to leave the house.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, the lawnmower building could very well turn into a man cave.
Now, is there a maximum amount of space? Is there a standard like shed space? Because I'm a big guy. I think I need like 2 sheds together.
Well, I think a lot of it comes down to individual communities and what they will allow.
Okay.
And so frequently we're seeing buildings under 200 square feet, which, quick math will give you a 12 by 10. You can come in at that. You can look at sizes of buildings with your zoning that'll tell you what you can allow yourself to put in. And then as far as sizing yourself, yeah, we've got high roofs, tall roofs, shed roofs, lofted buildings, and then of course we have what looks more like a traditional lawnmower shed.
What are like some of the top things that people like do with a shed? Like, is it typically like a space alone, like a quiet space, or is it a workspace? I mean, is there like a typical usage that you see?
I like to use the phrase a separation of church and state. A lot of people just want to put their stuff that can live outside somewhere else. So the stuff that's in your garage, maybe you don't like having a single stroke engine in your garage and you want to stick it out in the shed. So you don't want to smell the gasoline. So people separate their possessions and place them out in sheds for storage primarily. So it could be Christmas decorations, it could be pool cushions, it could be lawnmower and potting shed, it could be, again, your woodworking shop. So it's really each individual's needs.
Right. I like that idea. Cincinnati Sheds. So if people come out, they can get a chance to, I think I walked through the spots actually over here. They get a chance to like walk through a shed, see the dimensions of it, see at least one design.
Oh, yeah. We definitely encourage people to come out and kick the tires because, frankly, the quality of our product stands so beautifully on its own. So Cincinnati Sheds is located over in Milford. It's on an outlot at the edge of the Milford Shopping Center. And we have over 20 buildings there. And so they show where windows can and cannot be placed. Maybe it shows you where you may want to put your doors or not, where you may want to change the color. We have 30 colors, 15 colors of roofs. We have amenities to add, ramps, windows, shelving, organizers. So it's up to the individual what they want that we provide.
CincinnatiSheds.com. You can call 513-497-7245. I'm reading that free delivery up to 50 miles. I hadn't think about the delivery part. I didn't think about that. That's useful. That's helpful. And then rent to own payments as low as $66 a month. So you can rent to own it.
Indeed. We like to provide access to anybody who wants to begin to own another home addition. And so with the rent to own, you can basically come out, get the proposed building price, and then it's financed over the course of anywhere from 2 to 4 to 6 years in duration. And that allows you to bite off that elephant one little bit at a time.
Uh-huh. Does that add value to a home? Like if you add an existing a shed in the back?
I love that question. The reason, because when you put in, let's just call it a $3,000 building in your backyard, the next day, not to mention the enduring value of the 20 years that this building will at least last, you can sell it for that same $3,000 because admit it, when you show up at a property and you see a building out in the back that's already there, people start saying, well, that's useful to me
Right.
for whatever reason. So it's immediately resellable. If not, it gains. So I like to say you get 100% of your money back and then some.
Wow, I like the way that sounds. CincinnatiSheds.com. And their number again is 513-497-7245. I see the high barn, the lofted cabin, and the homestead. Do you have other designs? Or these are?
We do. There's examples in a postcard that we printed out for CiTiRAMA, but we actually go with the shape of the roof lines, which some people want something that looks rather contemporary. Some people don't mind having something that looks a bit like a barn. And then we have some that just look like little houses.
Right.
So the roof line is something that we differentiate. The size of the building will determine some of the ways that we might call them. We have porches on some of ours. We have a hunter's cabin. And when you come out to Milford, you'll see that we house our business in what is a log cabin that we make. So we call it the home office.
Huh. Well, thank you so much for your time.
I am
really
so
appreciate it.
appreciative to be able to share.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, Julianne. All right, Nathan Ivey with you. We are live from CiTiRAMA 2019. And please, if once you come across this live stream, please share it with people that you know and love. If you're interested in coming out to CiTiRAMA, let me know, and we'll put your name on the list to get at least 2 tickets to get inside either today, Saturday, or Sunday. I'll be here until about 4 p.m. today. We got our broadcast started a little bit later, so about 4 p.m. I'll be here, and I'd love to see you. We've got, over the next hour or so, numerous folks who will come on and talk about CiTiRAMA, give us more information about what exactly you can expect, and hopefully to entice you to come out. Okay. All right. We at 1:15 p.m., which is just a couple of minutes, we've got someone coming who's the Economic Development Director at the City of Springdale. Christine will be here at 1:15. And then at 1:30, we've got Gina Stonefield. She's with First Financial Bank, and they are here at CiTiRAMA today. And they are the official lender of CiTiRAMA 2019. So stick around for that. And I know people are wondering, will we get into any other things, the current events? We may get into that later in the broadcast. I say maybe in hour number 2 or 3. But until then, we just want to give you a sense of what's going on out here and to invite you out. And, of course, you know at least one familiar voice and face. That's yours truly. When you come out, give me a second here to adjust my microphone so I can get it all the way comfortable. What's going on to everybody out there? It's great to finally be here. Now, if you've never gone to an open house, I would invite you out to check out CiTiRAMA. Whether you're looking for a new home or you're looking for something in the near future, or if you're looking for a new home, maybe somewhere down the road, I'm just a big believer at coming out and seeing what's being offered. I mean, at the very least, you can come out and check out the home designs. And who doesn't like to go through? They got all of the homes are really nice furnished, and you can check out the designs and the furnishings. We just got finished talking with Julianne Gardner with Cincinnati Sheds. If you're interested in getting a shed, you can come out. I think I got my next guest coming in. Is this Christine? Hey, how you doing, Christine? Yeah, Christine is the Economic Development Director with the City of Springdale. And let me bring you up on camera, Christine, so everybody can see you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a camera involved.
Yeah. We're streaming live on to social media today. Hold on, let me take. There it is. I think people can. There you go. Now you're on the screen. There's Christine. How you doing, Christine?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Thanks for inviting me to come talk to you.
Absolutely. My name is Nathan Ivey, and I'm the host of the Nathan Ivey Show and the founder of Sin Digital Media, a new urban voice in the city of Cincinnati. Great to meet you. And you're the Economic Development Director for the City of Springdale.
Correct.
So what's going on?
Well, CiTiRAMA's going on.
Yeah.
That's the most exciting thing we have.
Right.
This project has been a long time coming. As you can imagine, it's a lot more than just building some homes. There's been a lot of work with the developer. Really, we've been working on this for 2 years. So to finally see this come up out of the ground, have the CiTiRAMA show going on, and as you look around, you see the homes that are the model homes, but you also see other homes being built.
Right.
So about half of the lots are sold already in this Spring Rose Meadows development. So we're very excited about that. We're looking forward to welcoming some new residents into Springdale.
So what does this new development mean for Springdale long term?
So this is the first single-family house development that we have had in 25 years. So this is very significant to us. This is bringing new residents. This is bringing a housing option that our current residents haven't had in 25 years. A lot of people love to live in Springdale, but they would also love to upgrade their home, maybe a bigger home, maybe a newer home, and they have not had that option. So we have heard from a lot of existing residents that have purchased in here or are considering purchasing because this is a new option for our residents, and then also to bring people in who have not lived in Springdale before, but love these homes and love all the amenities that our community has to provide.
Well, it begs the question. So why has it been 25 years since a new development? I'm just curious.
Sure. We have a challenge, like many of the communities in the 275 loop, that we are built out. If you look at an aerial photo of Springdale, there's not a lot of green space that is not the soccer fields over at the community center. And so a developer was able to assemble property from 4 or 5 different owners. And sometimes you have to wait a while for all the owners to want to sell at the same time. So the developer was able to purchase these different parcels, put them all together, and then he had enough land to do a development such as this. So that is really a challenge for the Cincinnati suburbs and city of Cincinnati also.
Right.
Just having land on which to build new product, new homes, new businesses.
Right, because after this development, is there more space to, or are we going to be
Not-
25 years?
We might. It'll depend on property owners who decide to sell at some point in the future. So
Is that the only recourse for Springdale? I mean, just property owners who might just, is there any other sort of, again, I don't know, urban development and city development?
Yeah. So, there's always annexation. That's really, if you look around us, we're not going to take land from Sharonville or Forest Park. Those are established communities that are built out themselves. So it really is our only option. But I'll point to another example. You may be familiar with the former GE golf course that is up at 747 in Crescentville Road. That golf course closed about 4 years ago and is currently being redeveloped for an industrial park. But that's another way as properties, maybe the use that they are right now, it is not profitable anymore, or somebody decides to get out of the business and then they put it up for sale. So we do have a few larger tracts of land like that are around, but none that are currently available for sale.
Okay. Speaking with Christine, she's the Economic Development Director for the City of Springdale. And today is the City of Springdale Day, right?
It is, yes.
So what can we expect today?
So our residents and city employees get a discount to come in to CiTiRAMA today. And you will see we have our police department out there right now. Later on, once the kids are out of school, the fire trucks will come out. And hopefully we get a lot of families to come this evening and meet the firefighters and the EMTs. So, and we have a booth in the vendor tent where you can get information about the city of Springdale, whether you're thinking of moving here or you're already a resident and have some questions. So that booth has been staffed all week long by city staff.
What are the schools that Springdale has its own school system, or?
So we are part of the Princeton School
Princeton,
District,
okay.
and very, very proud to be part of Viking Nation.
Okay.
We have 2 elementary schools here in Springdale. We have Springdale Elementary School, which is right across the street from where we are sitting, and then we have Heritage Hill Elementary School, which is closer to Sharonville. And then once the kids get beyond elementary age, they'll go to the middle school and the high school in Sharonville.
Are those good?
Yep.
Those are good schools. Are those schools testing well? I know we just got the report cards just yesterday.
Yeah, I've not checked the latest report cards, but Princeton Schools is amazingly committed to the success of their students. Their superintendent is very active in our community and invites us frequently to come over and meet students. And I've just been so impressed by what Princeton City Schools is doing to help their students and ensure their success in life.
Well, Christine, did I miss anything? Is there anything else we want to make sure we get out to my listeners today?
Sure. Just real quick, there's some amazing amenities living in Springdale.
Okay.
We have, in addition to our police and fire that will be out here, we have a tremendous public works department. The joke, and it's not really a joke, but you always know when you've driven into Springdale in the winter because the streets are clear and there's no snow on them. We have an amazing community center with a pool, fitness center, youth sports, everything you could need, and that is available for a very, very reasonable membership fee for our residents. We have free trash and recycling, and we really like to say we are a big city, but with a real small town feel. You can still walk over and talk to the mayor if you'd like to.
Okay.
So,
Well, Christine, thank you so much.
my pleasure.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having
Yeah,
me.
you make Springdale sound great. Yeah, thank you so much. That's Christine. She's the Economic Development Director for the city of Springdale. And if you're tuning in, hey, what's up, Ray? Hey, Ray, do me a favor. Please share this throughout, all of your links so everybody knows that we're on. We're running video right now and not up on Spreaker, but we are running audio and video to all of our networks via social media and nathanivey.com. So listen, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. And we're just getting started. So we just talked with Christine. Now, coming up in about, 10 minutes or so, we're going to speak with Gina Stonefield, who is with First Financial Bank. And they are the official lender of CiTiRAMA 2019. Thank you for being here. So I am actually, you might be thinking, Nate, where are you? I am in what's called the Stratford Model Home. Thank you. And you can't miss it. There's an Odyssey, like a Burgundy Odyssey van that's parked in front of us. We are actually set up in the garage. Fry Homes? Oh, okay. This is a Fry home, this particular model home that we're located in. So you can't miss us. We got a table set up. You'll see me, some simple audio equipment, also a laptop. And as you come, please stop by and say hello. Now, if you want to come to the event and you're looking for some tickets, we can do that. I know many people have already hit me up. And I'm going to put a list together and leave your name. So basically, we can give you 2 tickets per person. So you and another. I just need your name, whatever name you're going to give at the door. I'm not sure if they're going to check ID or whatever, but whatever name you're going to give me, I need that so I can put it on the list. I can do that for you today. I would love to see you. Come on out. Love to see you today. And if not, perhaps we can get your name on the list for Saturday and or Sunday. Now, remember, CiTiRAMA 2019 goes through Sunday. So if you can't make it out today and you can't make it out tomorrow, well, then perhaps you can make it out on Sunday, maybe after church. And it's a good time. Come on out and walk through the model homes and, just choose the design that looks the best for you. Looks the best for you. Now, someone is asking, will we be talking about topics and issues? We might get into a little bit of that. I know that we've seen the Cincinnati Public Schools has now come out with their report card, and I think it's worthy of some conversation, and I think it's worthy of some attention. But we'll get to that in just later on in the program, maybe during the next hour or so. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, we've got another guest, Gina Stonefield's coming from First Financial Bank, and again, they're the official lender of CiTiRAMA 2019. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. Great. Come on out. I see people coming out now. I think what we might do is we might take the camera. That's like our street cam, okay? We might take the street cam and put it further out so that people can get more of a bird's eye view of what's going on outside of the garage. And you can check it out for yourself. I see lots of folks are coming in. Don't let the heat stop you. It's not that bad. You can get refreshments. Come on out. Have a great time. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Mish. Okay. Dustin? Okay. Come on in, Dustin.
Sure.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Dustin, how you doing?
Doing well, thanks.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Krieger?
Krieger. How you doing, Dustin? President of Cincinnati Stare.
Yes.
Tell us about Cincinnati Stare.
So Cincinnati Stare's been in Cincinnati Cincinnati Stare's been in Cincinnati since 1975. We specialize in semi-custom to fully custom staircases and handrails in residential construction, being new construction and renovation.
Okay. So is some of your work in the homes here?
Yeah, we're in 3 of the houses here. One being the HBA demo home. We did the stairs for there. And then both of Fry homes, we did the staircases and the handrails.
Okay. For the Fry homes. Okay, great. And the HBA home.
Yep.
Okay. Which one of those are here? Just so I know I'm in a Fry home right now.
So this is the HBA demo home.
I like that home.
This is the other Fry home.
Okay. Great. So what's that like? Working for Cincinnati Stare?
Oh, it's great. I love it. It allows us to be creative and to work with clients that have something, a specialty item they want, and we can deliver that.
So what's the most creative and most special item that someone wanted?
Oh, coincidentally, Fry Homes just had us do an entry door for a retail. So we also do some custom woodworking. So that was probably the most creative thing that we've done. But we specialize in curved staircases.
Okay.
So we've done a number of those this year that in styles that we've never done before.
Okay. And what's the website? If people are like listening, like, hey, that sounds interesting. Where can I go to get more information?
Yeah, it's CincinnatiStair.com.
CincinnatiStair.com. Okay. And they can just give you guys the call. Do you do quotes over the phone?
They can inquire. We have a contact form on our website, so they can submit their requests as well as photos or plans if they're new construction, and then we can respond to it from there.
Yeah. How difficult would it be to do like it wouldn't be glass, but like transparent stairs? That's like a really modern feature, right?
Oh, so we do a lot of open riser stairs.
Uh-huh.
So when you look at a stair, there's typically a vertical portion underneath the tread that you can't see through. So we do a lot of what's called an open riser stair or a Hollywood stair where you can see all the way through.
Okay.
So we do this pretty frequently in a more contemporary home.
Now, is there a difference? Like if I am planning on raising a family, okay, and I want to build a home, is there any difference in the type of stairs? Are there stairs that are more like kid friendly that maybe I should look at?
Generally speaking, no. Everything is dictated by the building code. Here locally, our Ohio building code.
Okay.
So everything is thoughtful in the way that it's conducive to a family living in, such as in a railing or in a staircase. Even if you have an open riser, you're not allowed to have more than a 4-inch space between any of that, and that's for safety reasons.
Okay. So basically, it's pretty much standard. Okay. So, interesting. That foils my plans. I had something in mind
Sure.
that foils my plans completely. Okay. You never think about stairs.
Yeah.
I just don't think about stairs when I'm thinking about buying a home. If I'm building it from scratch, I guess I would. So do you see a lot of that? Or do people renovate their stairs a lot?
Yeah, so about 30 to 35% of our business is handrail renovation. So somebody that buys maybe a production home from, say, Miranda, that has a standard handrail system that they do in most of their homes, and they want to change that out to something a little more contemporary to meet their new style needs or just the trends changing. So we frequently will go in and take out that existing handrail system and put in something completely new. And we offer the turnkey service for that, the demolition of the existing staircase or handrail system, and then the finishing and install of the new handrail system.
Okay.
We have a full design center in the Wyoming area where clients can come in and they can pick from hundreds of different options.
Wow, it gets difficult, right? Especially you know what you want to do.
We try to narrow their focus down a little bit before they come in.
Yeah, I've done that before. It's like, I don't know what color I like. You see so many after a while. Well, listen, Dustin, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Great. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, most def. Hey, that's Dustin, everybody. And when you come out and you go over to the Fry model home and the HBA home, if you look at the stairs, that was Cincinnati Stair. That was Dustin. Check it out. Love to see you. Come on out. Someone's asking, will we open the phone lines? Well, we can open the phone lines, but I don't trust everybody. I just don't. I have no idea what the hell people are going to say. I already know some of y'all is incorrigible. I don't have like a delay button. I just can't trust it. So it's going to depend who it is. I'm just going to be honest with you. Some folks, I think you're more dependable than others. And that's just what it is. I'm just being honest with you. I know some people out there chomping at the bits. Oh, Nate is live. Oh, yeah. I can get a few bombs in. Yeah, I mean, you could. But we ain't going to let you. We're not going to let you do that. So, yeah, will we take some phone calls? Yeah, we'll take some phone calls. From select people. From select people. Now, that door right here you see right there, that's a garage door. That's the garage door into the Stratford home. And that's where we are. We are set up in the garage. And to be honest with you, before you say, Nate, why they got you in the garage? We cool with it. We like it because we're not in the heat. So we are cool. We got a nice little shaded area and everybody can see us. And that's exactly where we want to be. All right. So thank you so much. Listen, if you can see this broadcast, please like and share it so that everybody knows that we're on and we're not going through Spreaker. I was having some issues with Spreaker. The show wasn't carrying correctly. And, the show goes on. So we had to make a move and decided to go straight with the video today. Hold on, I'm getting crazy messages here. Oh, you didn't see it in there? I guess I left it, huh? You said no shirts? Yeah, man, I didn't realize that. So we got a couple minutes here before we get our next guest. And I think that I still want to talk about some current events just a little bit. And I want to talk about some of the things that have happened that I think are particular to everybody. And one of those is that in the last 24 hours since our last show, we have now gotten a snapshot of the success of Cincinnati Public Schools. So Cincinnati Public Schools has not just Cincinnati Public Schools, but all of the public schools in Ohio. We just got their grade, and if you don't know, Cincinnati Public Schools is dealing with an overall D, A B C D, or A B C D. So not A, not B, not C, but D, as in devastating. And I think that if you are a parent of a CPS child, you gotta be asking yourself whether you have your child in the right school system. CPS is going to be asking us for a levy soon. They want more money to do what they do. And what they do is produce mediocrity. And it makes you wonder, it's funny. Earlier today, I went back and I wanted to see a year ago what the show title was when we talked about CPS. And it was very similar. It was a horrible rating. And it amazes me that we continue to buy into a system that doesn't fully service our children by the standards that are set up by them. It's ridiculous. It's like, what are we paying for? And when do we start to get a real return on our investment? And by we, I'm talking about as parents. I'm talking about as citizens. I'm talking about stakeholders. Like, what difference does it make, all the things that we do, right? As we rebuild the city of Cincinnati, the city's transforming, there's a renaissance, there's a lot of great things going on. What difference does it make if our public school system continues to come in with a D letter grade? I mean, we can't even calculate what the impact is. So what's the problem? I mean, is it the parents? Is it the teachers? Is it the curriculum? Is it the school? Is it the school system? If it's the school system, how is it? And I think that's an open-ended question, because I think that starts to impact a lot of things that we see in the news. You know what I'm saying? It makes you wonder, if we had a better school system, would the headlines be a little bit different than what we see? Again, it's something to think about. Ponder it. Give me your thoughts. And no matter where you may be, I am at CiTiRAMA 2019, and I'd love to see you. Love to see you. What's going on, Ray? Good to see you. Thank you. On Facebook. Appreciate you. Yes. So you can step on out. Step on out. And if you are looking for hey, how you doing? I think my next guest is here. This is Gina. Hey, how you doing, Gina? Come on in. Oh, okay. All right. I'll rock the shades.
Nice.
How you doing?
Good. How are
Let
you?
me take the sticker off because it looks ridiculous. Let me take that off. Okay. How you doing?
I'm
There it is.
good. Staying cool.
Staying cool. You know what, Gina? We're running a live stream right here, so I'm going to put you on. I'm going to put you on camera,
All right.
rather than me. But Gina, while we're doing all of that, let's talk about First Financial.
Okay.
What's going on? I know you guys are the official sponsor here, right?
We are. We're the official sponsor of CiTiRAMA, so we're super excited to be here. This is our second full day to be set up. First day was Saturday. It was a little cooler, but still a nice day for everybody to come out. We are working with the different builders here and just trying to talk to different potential homeowners. And the best thing is we have great cookies we're giving away. So we become the cookie people.
Yeah, my little brother. Yeah, my little brother is my helper today. He raved about the cookies already.
Yeah, so we're excited to be here. We really try to get involved in our different communities. We work in the west side, and we work up here through Springdale, and so we're excited to be here and be the lending sponsor of CiTiRAMA this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does that mean for people who may need a lender? If they come out to CiTiRAMA, are you offering incentives or anything different because of the event?
Yeah, we have special programs and products that we're working with different potential home buyers here. We can do existing buildings, the homes. We have construction loans. We can do lot loans. But we're really trying to focus. We have a special product that we're working with the home buyers here for this development.
Okay.
For CiTiRAMA. And we have lots of great lenders throughout the city that all have the ability to specialize in these programs.
Okay. Okay. Can you talk a little more about the program?
Yeah,
like what
sure.
it is?
One of the programs we have is called Community Builder, and it is to help people, whether it's your first time home or if it's a step up home, either one. But we have grant money. So that we have grant money that we can provide up to 3% of the purchase price for people to actually be able to get into, the homes of their dreams. So we have great incentives. We do with minimal, down payment money. And our lenders are trained in this program for this event, and so they can look at the situation, see if they qualify, and then help them find the right product. If we have lots of other ones too. So we really try to specialize in the different needs of our different communities. So we have a lot of different programs and products to kind of help where maybe there's a need to help with the market, such as this area here in Springdale.
You said earlier you provide lot loans, so that's like just a lot, no
Yes.
house.
Right. So we will do just the lot loan. So if somebody wanted to buy just the lot and maybe hold on to it, or down the road they want to build a home, we will also do those lot loans for them as well. We do the construction piece. So if they're ready, they want to do the lot and build, we do those. Or if they want to buy one of these beautiful existing homes here, we do those loans as well.
Okay, so let's talk about dollars and cents and credit and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So what speaking generally, what are some of those thresholds that you're going to be looking for in order for people to qualify?
So credit is a big piece of what we do. We do a couple things. Sometimes we pull someone's credit and they're good to go. Sometimes there's some things that maybe they need to work on. We also help put them kind of on a plan to maybe they're not ready right this moment to buy, but what do they need to do in the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months to be ready to buy their home? So generally speaking, most banks kind of look in that 600, 620, 640 area for credit scores. Credit's a big piece of what we do, but we do try to help if they're not quite ready. What do they need to do to get there?
So what would be like a good credit to debt ratio that you look for? What's that threshold?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we try to look for about 28% when it comes to the housing. So what's the principal and interest, taxes and insurance? 28% of the total household income. And then for total debt, usually goes up between 40, 42% of the debt is what we look for total debt. Okay. Sometimes we can help somebody too if they're super, super close. Maybe is there something we can do to help consolidate some other pieces of it? And we really try to help them with whatever needs they have to be able to move forward if that's the home that they want to purchase.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you say a little bit close, what is that, 5, 10 points, or is that 2 or 3 points?
Yeah, it can vary. So sometimes it's a couple points. Sometimes we are a little larger margin. We will help in any way that we can. And we've been doing this. My team's pretty seasoned, and we know some tips of things that maybe would help. One thing that actually doesn't help is if you have a lot of debt and you pay it off and you close it. That actually can be a negative. So paying it down is good,
right?
But closing the account actually can hurt the score. And it seems kind of counterproductive to do that. But if you close it completely, it's just one less thing that the credit bureaus have to kind of measure how you're paying credit.
Wow.
So we advise to pay things down, but don't necessarily close, because if you have an account that's been open for a long period of time, credit bureaus, when they kind of analyze that score, they like that.
They like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that means, yeah. See, a lot of people do that because either they don't want to pay the annual fees.
Yes.
Or it's I just can't trust myself.
Yeah.
So let me just close it down because I know I'm going to come in desperate one day for those whatever you want to buy.
And the annual fees are something to definitely consider when it comes to that. So if there is a significant annual fee, you may want to close it. But if there's no fee and you've had it for a period of time, that helps actually raise that score.
So if I don't own a home and I'm looking to be a first-time home buyer, what should I do to build my credit? Mm-hmm. I mean, should it be get a credit card and pay it off, or should I? What's the difference between credit card and, let's say, automobile loan?
Right. So the credit bureaus look at how are you paying that credit. So if you have a credit card, and let's say the balance is $300, and each month you're kind of maxing that out and not paying it off, that can be a negative. So the best advice is to have credit, pay it off if you can monthly to show that you're responsible for that. Car loans and loans are really good to have out there, especially if you're paying them each month on time. That will really boost up your score. But we see a lot of first-time buyers with not a lot of credit established, and their scores aren't real high because there's not a lot of credit. So if they can open up some credit cards or a secured loan, that is a biggie to kind of help boost that score. So most banks would be able to help somebody with, if they went in and said, I would like to open some type of secured loan to build my credit, most banks should be able to help them with that.
I've been reading, and I want to know what the impact is to your credit, for potential loans. So I've been reading that now there's some of the credit reporting agencies that will allow you, and I think you can pay a fee for this, but they will report like monthly things like your rent or things like that. Have you seen that? Does that impact, and how will that impact your ability to get a home loan?
We have heard about that. We haven't seen a ton of that yet.
Okay.
We've not seen that have a big impact yet, just because I think it's something fairly new that I don't know that every credit bureau is doing. When we pull credit for a home loan, we actually do what's called a tri-merge report. So we're pulling 3 credit bureaus. And so sometimes what's interesting is we'll have one of the bureaus will have either a lower score or a higher score than the other 2, which tells us they're not always all reading the same thing. So sometimes we'll help the borrower work on that as well if something seems to be missing on the score.
Okay. Sorry about this. I was doing some on social media. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
guys are set up in
We're down here on the end of the road, down by the police officers.
Oh, okay. I thought you were in the home over there. Okay.
Yeah, we're down there, and we're here till 6 o'clock tonight.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thanks for talking with me. Appreciate it. Nathan Ivey with you. Let me turn that mic off. All right. Nathan Ivey on the scene. Yeah, just got me some new glasses. Check that out. Now, listen, we are not going live over Spreaker because I was having some issues with it, and I was afraid that it would disconnect. And if it disconnects, it's going to freeze up my whole operation. I don't want to do that. So for now, we're going to go live just with the video, and I'll try to add Spreaker later on in the show. I know that's where most of the people are listening from, but we're also on up on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and in several places on Facebook as well. So let me see here. CiTiRAMA. I want to make sure everybody knows where we are. Sorry about that. So here's what I'm going to try to do. My thing is I want to talk with all the experts. I want to talk with people who are just walking through. I want to talk with the people after they leave some of the model homes and get their sense of what they think about the development here. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And hopefully maybe after a break or so, maybe next hour, I'll get a chance to maybe walk around a little bit and I can show you more of the whole situation. That's the guest chair right there. And if you're a guest, and as you can see, people are walking up right now. As I said, we are literally inside one of the garages here. But, like I said, I think it's in a good spot here. We did get to a little bit of a late start. You can see people behind me as well. That's cool. Yeah. And, well, see, what happens is people are walking up the driveway, and that's to your left, I guess, for your vantage point, into the home. And as they exit, they're exiting in the garage, which is right behind me. So, coming in now? Okay, great. So we got Ben Fry from Fry Homes, one of the home builders coming in, and John Prazinski as well. So looking forward to talking to both those gentlemen in just a couple of minutes. And until then, we'll chop it up. Yeah, delay your phone calls until maybe we'll get to phone calls maybe about like 3 or so. Maybe we'll mix in a few phone calls. Until then, you just got me. And again, I want you to consider this an invitation. I'd love for you to come out. Hold on, let me look into my bag here because I was given. Okay, we've got some tickets as well. So if you want to come out to CiTiRAMA, let me know. Hit me with a direct message, and I'll put your name at the front door. And let me know what day that you want to go. Now, if you want to come today, that's pretty easy. I'll be out here until 4 p.m. That's pretty easy, okay? If you want to come on Saturday and Sunday, we can do that as well. I just need your name, and we can provide to you at most 2 tickets, okay? So you and one other, and you can come out and you can check out CiTiRAMA. It'll be going on throughout today, throughout Saturday, and throughout Sunday as well. So you haven't missed it. You got plenty of time to come out. And once you do, if you come out today, listen, you got to stop by and you got to say what's up to me, your boy Nathan Ivey. Okay, got some more tickets here. Let me see here. Okay, this is to Bogarts, the Michael Jackson tribute. I've got a couple of tickets to that if you'd like to go to it. Presented by Cricket Wireless. And it's coming up in just a couple of weeks. I know people have been talking about that. Who's Bad? It's the Bogarts. Michael Jackson tribute. If you're interested, we got a couple tickets. Come on out and come see me. And then we've also got JB Smooth, who's going to be at Bogarts. That's later in October. And I've got some free tickets for you if, in fact, you like to come out. And we got a guest in the guest chair. How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Say
it one more time, John.
John Prozinski with Star One Realtors.
Hey, how you doing, John?
Doing great, Nathan. How are you?
I'm doing great. Let me put you. I've got the video cam up.
Okay.
And since you're the guest, I want you to be on cam.
Okay.
So let's make sure we get you here. All right, you're up.
Okay.
Hey, so John, so tell us about what's going on here at CiTiRAMA today.
All right. Well, we're here at the CiTiRAMA Home Show. First new development in Springdale in 28 years. We have 50 home sites and 5 show homes that are complete, ready, could be occupied by the end of the month. And
Really?
They're all for sale between $345 and $399. They have a 15-year tax abatement and $300 homeowners association fee a year, and lots of nice features.
Okay, yeah, I've walked through the homes.
Good.
So the homeowner's fee, $300. I'll start there. What does that get you?
Well, mainly what it's going to do is it's going to help keep the common areas of the community. There's some stormwater drainage that needs to be maintained and whatnot, but for the most part, that's the best way to explain what's going to take place there. No pool, no clubhouse or anything like that.
Okay, and any more details on the tax abatement? How exactly does that work?
Tax abatement works this way. It is $4,950 a year for 15 years starting in 2021.
Okay.
So tax abatement to some is free. That's not how it works in most cases, but it is the flat amount of taxes for 15 years. You can't get that anywhere else.
Right. Wow. Yeah, 15 years. That's a hell of an incentive.
It is. And that's one of the reasons why it's a great time to come to the show and buy one of these homes.
So you're gonna have 50 plots.
50 lots, correct. Yes.
Okay. 5 different home design.
Well, no, there's going to be lots more designs.
Okay.
Currently, there are 3 home builders in here: Miranda Homes, Cristo Homes, and Fry Homes. And the home that I have is the Home Builder Association of Greater Cincinnati's demonstration home. And what they have done with that home is they've used that home to demonstrate what the home builders here in Greater Cincinnati can do. And they've all collaborated with their members to put this home together. And the sale of the home will benefit the Home Builders Association. But our home is called the Aviana. It's 2,782 square feet. It's
that's the one right here, right?
the White House, number 3 in the show, I believe. Has the black metal roof over the porch. And it's 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, full basement. The basement has a rough-in for a future bathroom. It also has a train, high-efficiency gas furnace, a ream, tankless water heater. So lots of good energy efficiency in this home. Really cool. On the second floor, besides the 4 bedrooms and 2 baths, it has a loft or a second-floor family room.
Yeah.
It also has a second-floor laundry.
Yeah. I was there Tuesday. I think we spoke for, I'm sure you thought 1,000 people so far.
Well, 1,600.
And you kind of, you greeted me and gave me, the rundown. I thought the home was beautiful myself.
Yeah.
It was like walking through MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
Yeah.
And I
Beautiful.
liked, it seemed as I walked through it, because I'm a family man myself, married,
Mm-hmm.
2 kids. I thought, okay, yeah, I could do the family thing here. I like the upstairs common family area.
Right. That loft would be a great second
Yeah.
floor family room.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Right.
And it leads into all the bedrooms.
Right. Yep.
I could really see that being a spot where a family could really connect.
Everyday living. And
Yeah.
if somebody unexpectedly comes into your home, they're not going to see it because they're going to see the nice, great room that's on that first floor with that beautiful beam ceiling.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between the top of that price scale and the bottom of it?
Well, a few things. Probably a lot more to do with the square footage in a lot of instances. For an example, the Miranda home next to us here is 3,700 square foot finished. So that's 1,000 square foot more than what we have at ours. And so, we may have a few more bells and whistles in there,
Okay.
especially because of the members of the Home Builders Association that contributed to this home. But for the most part, they're all just beautiful homes here in the show.
Absolutely.
And it's certainly worth coming and taking a look at.
Absolutely. And you'll be out here doing showings?
I'm out here 12 to 9 today, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
And we can do it by appointment at any time if they call me.
Okay. So what's the number to call you?
My phone number is 513-702-3162, and we can show that home anytime that's convenient for any individual who cannot make it to the show.
Have you had any interest?
We have. It's still available. Haven't had anybody commit to it, but we've got some parties that are showing some really good interest, and I think that by the end of the show, I have a good feeling that we're going to have it sold.
So what do you think the future is? Like once this is all up and running, what do you think people will do with end up doing with their backyards? Would they put up fences, you think?
Yeah, their fences are permitted. The restrictions dictate that it has to be a powder-coated metal fence, 4 feet high, so it'll have consistency through the neighborhood. I guess the homeowners down the road could change that if they all got together and decided they wanted to do that. But I bet there's going to be people who are going to put pools in their backyard, have some nice outdoor living spaces and whatnot.
Right.
So I think it's going to turn out beautiful.
I think I'd be more fond of like natural shrubs, trees,
Sure.
using something
Sure.
like that as a natural barrier to
Yeah.
give you some privacy.
Yeah. The Cristo home directly behind me here, they have a really nice privacy around the patio with some evergreens.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Keep
Yeah.
it green, keep it
Yes.
natural.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely. Yeah.
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 Well, John, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be here.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep, take it easy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
most
you.
def. That's John Przinski.
Yes, sir.
And I've got his number. If you want to make an appointment, I will transfer that number to you, and you can talk with John directly. Yeah.
Thank
Take
you,
it easy.
Nathan.
Yeah, most def. Thank you. Live from CiTiRAMA, Nathan Ivey Show. And I'm not going to give out the number because we're not going to take any phone calls for a while. We may take a phone call or two during the last hour. But as I said earlier, we're out and about. We're in the community. I don't have a delay. And I'm just brutally honest. I know some of y'all would love to take advantage of that. And I'm way ahead of you. It's not going to happen. So we'll be talking with different people who are associated with the event today throughout the rest of the day. Oh, okay. I think next we're going to talk with somebody from Fry Homes, Ben Fry, the owner of Fry Homes. Okay, this is going to be cool. I got questions about the design. Okay, great. I think I met Ben already. Yeah, he was walking around here. Okay, cool. That's going to be pretty cool. He's the owner of the Stratford home. Okay, so we'll talk with Ben Fry in just a couple of minutes. Stick around for that, everybody. Nathan Ivey broadcasting live from CiTiRAMA 2019. It is my pleasure to be with you. We did not do a morning show today. This is a special broadcast that we're doing here in the afternoon, which is a little bit different. I'll be honest with you. I was concerned about the heat leading up to it, and as we're getting started, it was noticeable. But now that I'm in the space and we're talking with people, we're up and going, it's actually starting to cool off for me. So it's not that bad. Just get yourself some shade, some shades. You'll be in and out of the homes. The homes are air conditioned. I know that Freddy's Steak Burgers, which is one of the presenting sponsors, is here as well today. And I do know they have some treats. Perhaps you can stop over there and you'll be good. When you come and stop by the Stratford home and say what's up to me, you can't miss me. You'll see us here. And I love to say what's up to you. What's going on? Hope you're having a great Friday. Now, where was I? So, as I said, we will talk a little bit of current events interspersed with our guests this afternoon. And as I said, one topic that's at the top of my list is Cincinnati Public Schools. They got their report card in just yesterday. And how did the school where your child, or maybe it's your grandchild, or maybe it's your nieces and nephews, how did they score? I'd like to know. My daughter attends a school that everybody says is like one of the better schools in the city, the state, and the country. And I'm going to look at her grades, or not her grades, but the grades that her school earned. And these grades are compiled by the Ohio Department of Education. I think this is very, very key. I think it's very, very key because as we struggle for understanding as to what's happening in our community, on the streets, with our youth, I think it's impossible for it not to be impacted by the school system, where a lot of our youth are actually attending. What is going on? And what is it going to take to turn it around? For me, a D, if my daughter came home with D's every single year, if your child came home with D's every single year, what would you say about that? Would you accept it? Would you say, you know what? I'm going to give you a raise to your allowance? Probably not. But yet, this is what we do with the Cincinnati Public School System year in and year out. And I want to get your thoughts about it. Again, the best way to do so is you can join the live chat and you can text your thoughts into the studio and share there. Appreciate it. Thanks for the folks that are sharing the stream online. Ben's coming on now. Great. We're going to talk with Ben Fry in just a couple of minutes. Great. Fry Homes. As we wait, please share. Thank you to all the folks that are sharing the live stream. I appreciate it. If you're wondering where you at, Nate, we are at CiTiRAMA 2019. And I met Ben already. I didn't know this was Ben Fry. Hey, how you doing, Ben Fry?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. You take that seat right there. What's going on? How are you?
Cool.
Yeah, most def. I didn't know you were Ben Fry.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. And Fry Homes.
Yep.
So you guys actually built this home or designed this home?
We built this home and the one right across the street.
Okay, so tell us about the Stratford.
The Stratford is a modern farmhouse. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. We have 3 bedrooms upstairs. It's the only home back here with a first floor master. Only home back here with whole home central vacuum system, speakers, heated tile floors in the master, central vacuum. Only home with built with 2x6 and R19 in the walls, so it's super energy efficient. So it's really a premium house we built here.
Okay, so explain that to me. You said the only home built with 2x6 and R19.
Yep.
That's an efficiency rating with the materials. Is that what that means?
So most homes are stick built with 2x4s. You know, just normal wood that's 2 inches by 4 inches. This is built with 2x6.
Okay.
So a typical house has R13 insulation. This has R19, so it's a lot more energy efficient.
That's going to save me money.
Yep.
I like the way it sounds.
Yep. Yeah, we're definitely love building. We build a lot of homes in downtown that are LEED certified, so we're used to building a lot of energy efficient homes.
Okay, is that something? I mean, listen, yeah, that would make a difference to me if I'm building a home, because I'm thinking down the road, wintertime, summertime, I'm going to save a little bit more money. Is that something that's big with buyers?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So tell us about Fry Homes. I mean, tell how long you've been in business, and tell us about what you do.
So I started about 9 years ago. I went to the University of Cincinnati and studied real estate.
Go Bearcats.
Yeah. While I was there, started flipping houses. My second or third year, I bought my first house ever in Price Hill for $6,000. Sold that to a partner of mine. My second ever purchase was a commercial building on Glenway. Bought that and flipped it, and then I just kept going. In the last couple of years, I ended up buying a house that needed torn down, so we tore it down, built a beautiful 3-story home. It was LEED Gold, and sold it for close to $700,000.
Wow. Okay, University of Cincinnati. I love that. Go Bearcats. Yep. You know, me too. So you got into flipping homes. That's how it started, huh? Is that something you always wanted to get into? How'd you start that? Why'd you start flipping homes? Was it just an opportunity?
Yeah, I just started right kind of at the downturn of the market. So like I say, to be able to buy a house for $6,000, you can't do that now. So I started at a good time, and also acquired some rentals. I have about 15 rentals. So we still run our rental company. We have flips still going right now, and are building new homes. We're about 80% new builds and 20% flips of that we do for ourselves.
Okay, 80-20. Okay.
Yep.
All right. What would you say to somebody who's thinking about flipping homes today? Is that something that you think is still a good thing to get into, or what are some tips that you've learned, things you wish you know now?
I think it's tough. It's tough to find a contractor to flip a home. Building houses is completely different. So we kind of have two separate. We have Fry Homes for our homes building. We have Fry Holdings for our rentals and flips. But flipping homes, you with new construction, you can use the big name subs and stuff like that. When you're flipping homes, you kind of have to do it affordably and find the right things to fix up and not over improve. Over improving is definitely the thing. You don't want to be in a house for too much and not be able to sell it. So just find the right things to do to fix the home up to make it where someone can have it be their home.
Over improve. That's improving past the point you can get your money back.
Yep.
Okay. So you told me about the Stratford. Tell us about the Hawthorne.
So the Hawthorne is I would call it a super modern. I've heard people call it swanky. Right when you walk in, the foyer has a black ceiling. We have a fireplace surrounded by different colored tile, and the fireplace changes colors. Has gray cabinets with gold poles and a gold faucet. A lot of the fixtures over there are gold. So it's really like a ultra modern home that's really cool. But with CiTiRAMA, there's only going to be 4 homes in the show originally because a couple other home builders dropped out. Then they had some other things come up. So I said I would build that second home in the show. So we built that home in 63 days.
Wow. Okay. Now, when you say build a home, do you design it as well? Do you design the homes, or do you work with the designers, or how does that work?
So since we're the only custom builder, yeah, we work on with the designs, like the Stratford here that we're sitting in. I actually found a plan online that we kind of liked, and we changed it up, move walls and stuff. Then we have an architect redraw it up. The Hawthorne, we worked with another home builder. They gave us a plan of theirs that we changed up a little bit since we had such a short timeline to build that home.
Well, Ben, what's your website where people might be listening and they want to check you out?
It's Fry Builds, Fry, and then Builds with an S.
All right. Well, Ben Fry, thank you for your time.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, beautiful home here.
Thanks.
That's Ben Fry, everybody, from Fry Homes. And I didn't know he was the homeowner. We got a chance to meet a little bit earlier. All right, coming up at about 2:15, we're going to speak with Sherry Hoskins. She's with Petals and Wicks, where you can make and design your own candle company. Make and design your own candle company. That's Sherry Hoskins, Petals and Wicks. I don't think I've met her, but I think she was, when we were setting up, I think she was getting set up as well. So good. Nathan Ivey with you. If you're wondering, Nate, where you at? You're not in a normal studio. It's not the normal time. You're right. I'm not. I'm out and about. We are out at CiTiRAMA in beautiful Springdale. What's this here? Oh, okay. All right. This is some stuff from, check this out. See what I'm looking at here. I'll show you everything. And this is my card I got from Ben Fry Homes. Check this out. Look at that. That's the Hawthorne. And it's literally right there. Let me see if I can. I'll give you, I'll tell you what, bro, can you take this camera and kind of walk it out there for the people? You can actually take this camera right here and kind of walk it out there so people can actually see. No, we're going to use this one right now. I haven't even plugged that one up yet. All right. So, you've heard me talk about my brother. It's not that long at all. It's not that long. You've heard me talk about my brother very affectionately, and he's helping me today. Check this out. That's just a little bit of what you see on the screen right there. That's just a little bit of this development. We want you to see more than just our vantage point from where we are inside of the garage. And we may even push out a little bit further. I've got another camera that I can use through Wi-Fi that we can push all the way out there just to get a sense of where you could possibly live. Yeah, so to the right of us is a development. I don't think the home is done yet. I think, from memory serves me, they're just breaking the ground and putting the foundation and stuff like that. And you'll see people walking in and out. You got the tents down there with Freddy's Steak Burgers and First Financial and other folks. But the home that I showed you, we're just talking about Ben Fry, this Hawthorne, see, it's right across the street, literally. So you can come out and check out Nathan Ivey And you can go across the street and check out the Hawthorne as well, and check out the contemporary home design. There it is. Yeah, appreciate that, bro. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Appreciate it. And we can just put this right back here. And we are Gucci. There it is. We're good. All right, good afternoon to everybody. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Nate, I want to come out right after work. That's what you're thinking. You're thinking, I want to come after work today. I want to come out. I want to see CiTiRAMA, and I want you to give me a free ticket. Okay, great. We can take care of that. But here's what you've got to do. You've got to hit me with a direct message. Hit me in my DMs and with your name, and we'll leave your name at the door, and that'll get you entry into the show. Now, it doesn't have to be today, but preferably while I'm here, I'd love for you to come out. I mean, that would be preferable, right? Come on out, say hello, say what's up, and we can chop it up. And really what I'd like you to do is this. Come out, walk through the homes a little bit, walk through about 2 or 3 of the homes, tell me what you think. That's what I want to hear. I want you to come out, walk through some of the homes, check out the Hawthorne, which is directly across from us, or any of the home designs. I'm currently in what they call the Stratford. And then come over here and tell me, which was your favorite home design, and can you imagine yourself being here, which I know you can. All right? If you're wondering why I'm not giving out the number, we'll try to give it out maybe like the last 30 minutes of the broadcast, maybe about 3:30 or so. I know we advertised to start at 12, but we got started a little bit later, closer to 1. So we're going to rock it till 4 today. So they're going to be open much later than that. So it's all good. I know for people who are working, that's not going to be enough time for you to get off work and get out here. I may stick around a little bit, but I'm going to make a move. The weekend starts after that. But I would love to see you. I will leave your name out here. We won't be out here on Saturday for a broadcast, but what we can do is leave your name if Saturday or Sunday works better for you. Just let me know. So I throw that out there, and I've got all these pieces of paper all over the desk here. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way because I'm looking for, what am I looking for here? I'm looking for an envelope. Here it is. I'm looking for an envelope that contains a lot of tickets. What do I do with them here? You should see this. I got all kinds of papers here. If you're wondering, Nate, where'd you get those glasses from? I got them from First Financial. It comes with the gig. It's all part of the festivities, okay? All right? They're better than the ones I had myself, so I'll rock these, all right? The ones I came out with, yeah, let's just say I've stepped it up. Let's put it that way. I see some people are commenting about CPS schools. They agree with me. Okay, great. It's a damn shame that's what's happened. Let's be real here. It's a damn shame. It's a travesty. Cincinnati Public Schools can do so much better. If you look at these surrounding suburban school districts, they are doing so much well. They're doing incredible. What's happening? What's the difference between the suburban school districts and then what we're having in Cincinnati Public Schools? Because whatever they're doing that's working, we should be recreating in our own public school system. And nobody can tell me that there isn't a long-term effect that our youth are dealing with as they take it back to their homes. I mean, if you got a school system that fails you, then how far can you really go in life? Now, listen, I'm just going to intersperse a few as I put on flows on current events. But really, we're out here to talk about CiTiRAMA. I know we've got our next guest coming in. Come on over. Appreciate you. How you doing?
Good.
Thank you. Petals and Wicks. Are you Sherry?
I am.
How you doing, Sherry?
I'm awesome.
My name is Nathan Ivey,
Hi,
and I am Cincinnati's independent voice. I've been doing radio for like 20 years, broadcasting, but we've been on the internet for like the last 2 years.
Okay.
So we're actually streaming live right now to all of my listeners via video, and you're live on video right now, Sherry.
Okay.
So let's talk about Petals and Wicks.
Awesome.
Tell us all about what you do and what you offer.
Well, Petals and Wicks, we are located in Hamilton on Main Street. We are a very experiential type store. We have a candle bar and body shop bar. So you literally can walk into our bar and make your own scented candles and body products like goat's milk lotion, sugar scrubs, shower gels, all those kind of products. So I always like to joke around and say it's the only bar you can walk in and walk out without a hangover because it's we're using fragrances in our bar. So so we have a lot of fun. We do parties, and that's probably one of the things that's really growing for us is people being able to come in and do like kids parties and adults parties like bachelorette parties. Birthdays and bachelorettes seems to be our little hot spot, but you can just walk in or you can book a party.
So what is a party? So if I wanted to book a birthday party, what would be the activity?
Well, we have two parts to our bar. We have a main bar and we have a mini bar area in our shop. So in the mini bar, you can reserve that area and you can come in, and we have different packages depending on different price points. So in those packages, you can make a candle in your scent. You can they can make body products and things like that. So it just depends on the budget and what they want to make and things like that as to what they can kind of party around.
And same thing if it's a bachelorette party, or it's more mature, like
right.
Okay.
And then the nice thing with our mini bar is that allows them to bring in refreshments, decorate. They have a time slot. Usually it's about 2.5 hour long time slot. And so we accommodate those kind of parties where they're looking for a space to do something unique and different and fun.
I love scented candles. Like, I can't remember, is it like Pottery Barn or something like that in the mall? I think it is.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah. But I mean, I love it. I love scented candles.
Yeah.
I love it in the house. It's just like, sometimes
it sets
it can
the ambiance
it definitely
of the
does.
home.
It definitely does.
Or
And
business.
Some fragrances I've noticed for myself work better than others. Like some give me a headache.
Yeah.
And then some, like you said, just set the mood.
Yeah. Well,
That's so
our
right.
candles will not typically give you a headache, and then the difference between us and your box store is that we're soy. So it's a natural product, and then we're not perfume based. We are an oil based. So typically the perfume is what gives you the headache.
Oh, okay.
So when you walk in a place and it just knocks you down, hits you in the face kind of thing, it's a perfume more than likely.
Okay.
Ours is an oil. Yeah, you're going to smell it, but it's not going to be so strong that it gives you that headache, because I personally can't do that myself either.
Right. So I never knew there was a difference in that.
Yes, there is a difference.
Okay. So it will just burn differently, I guess.
It'll burn cleaner. So as long as you trim your wick properly by the guidelines that we give you, you'll get a really clean burn. So you won't get as much soot in your home or business like you would if you're burning the paraffin candles or things like that. Plus our wick is a cotton paper wick, so you don't have any lead in that wick that putting a toxin in the air that you're breathing.
Lead in the wick?
They can. Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, is there a label or something like that? Shouldn't there be a label for that? I mean, if you're...
We don't label our candle. Well, we say it's a soy product and things like that, but we definitely follow the FDA guidelines for our body products. But I'm not sure if on those products, if they put, I think it's probably a lot of your older candles that probably have the lead in them. A lot of them have gone to more of a natural type product.
Right.
But they're still out there, though.
People are really into natural products these days,
absolutely.
right? You get a big demand for that.
We
that
do.
matters. Like when you tell me you have soy-based, I'm more open to that.
Yeah.
Because it's natural.
Yeah. It's definitely everybody. We have people that will come into our store looking for our product just because they know what's in our product and they know that it's a natural product.
Right. What's the website?
It is www.pedalsandwickshamilton.com.
Okay, you're based out in Hamilton. Okay.
We are in Hamilton. We just had a brand new website that's built, and so we have an e-commerce on there. It's definitely one that we are changing and improving. So we're going to have a robust e-commerce here pretty quickly.
Okay, so you can go online, do your orders, make your custom orders even online.
Yep. You can do custom scents. You can send up to 3 different fragrances, which we have them all listed on our website, and you can blend up to 3. So we have people that come visit, people in our area that are from out of town. We've had them from Alaska, Colorado, California, all over the place. And so they come in, they make a product, they absolutely love it. And so they will jump on our website, order it, and we ship it to them.
Okay. That would be a good gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good gift for somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. We also have gift sets where people can, they buy these, especially during the holidays, we have a gift box where it has an empty jar in it. You gift it to someone, and then they bring it back in, and they can fill it with their own scented product instead of you giving someone a candle that they may not like. So descent.
I like that.
So those are a lot of fun. They can come in and experience it and make their own.
Well, Sherry, thank you so much. Now you're going to be out here. Where are you set up?
We are set up over here in the Hawthorne house in the garage. We'll be here today until 3.
Okay. That's opposite of us, actually.
Yep, right across the street
right across
from
the street.
you. Yep.
How's your garage doing?
It's
You
hot.
okay? It's hot? Okay. All right.
It's 90 plus degrees today,
They
so
got us-
it is hot.
They
but
got us
it's
working
good.
in the garages,
Yeah,
but
it's
we'll make
hot,
it work.
but it's all good.
Sherry, it's a pleasure to talk with you.
You as well.
Yeah, most
Thank
def.
you.
That's Sherry. Sherry Hoskins with Petals and Wicks. Petals and Wicks. Great. And coming up at 2:20, we're going to talk with Megan Fenno. And hold on, let me put the cam on me again. You can check this out. Megan Fenno is her name. We're going to talk with her. Cincinnati's only roaming accessories boutique. Okay, I like the idea. There's just so many great ideas out here for entrepreneurs. You can book the accessory truck, private parties, fundraisers, local events, school functions. FennoFashion.com. So we'll talk with Megan Fenno in just a couple of minutes. Please stick around for that. And we'll be broadcasting up until at least 4 p.m. today. And we got a little bit of a late start. And I want to make sure that, we spend our appropriate time. And I want the audience to know where we are and that you can come on out as well. That's me. Where'd you get the glasses, Nate? Somebody asked. It was a gift. It was a gift. Everybody's got jokes these days. So that gives us a couple of minutes. I tell you what, let's take a quick pause and we'll come right back. This is the Nathan Ivey Show. I'm live, I'm local, and I'm vocal. Brought to you by Sin Digital Media, a new urban voice in Cincinnati. We're broadcasting live from CiTiRAMA 2019. Now, don't worry, I'm going to leave the video feed up even as we go into the break so you can get a bird's eye view on what's going on. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Think 4 is a good number? 4. Yeah. 4, yes. After. Yeah, that's what I said. I love it.
next photographer, ask yourself this. Do they have the skill and experience to handle your project? Can they provide outstanding images at an affordable rate? You may want to consider Shanghai. With Shanghai Imaging, you not only receive quality custom images, but a reliable professional photographer ready to handle your visual needs. Shanghai Imaging specializes in wedding and family photography, personal boudoir videography, real estate photography, and even modeling portfolios at a great affordable rate. Well, what are you waiting for? Contact Shanghai at 513-278-7717 or visit their website at shanghaiimaging.com today, because imaging is everything.
People are always talking about the stock market, always looking to invest in a good opportunity, something with the potential to grow. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock where you invest to make money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for everybody. I could be the first college graduate in my family, the first district attorney for my neighborhood. And if I'm the first, then maybe there will be a second and a third. This can really be the start of something. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Nathan Ivey broadcasting live from CiTiRAMA 2019. We are live, local, and vocal, and we are talking to the vendors and the folks that are bringing this event together. Of course, CiTiRAMA 2019 in Springdale today actually is going to be a big day in the city of Springdale, and we really like you to come out and check out some of these model homes. We've got free tickets to the events. If you're interested in going, just hit me with a direct message on Facebook or Twitter. And then we've also got some tickets to some other upcoming events as well. I just took a photograph and I posted it up on my personal page. So you can check it out. Tell me what you think. If you're interested, let me know, and we'll hook you up. Now, if you're watching the live stream, you know that is not me. It's not me. That is my guest, Megan Fino. Megan, hold on, let me grab your mic. Megan, how you doing, Megan?
Hi. Oh, I'm good. It's a little hot for my taste, but you know what? Before we know it, it's going to be snowing, and we're going to be complaining about that. So.
Yes, we will be.
Yes.
Yes, we will be. Now, Megan, I don't know what I did. Here it is. You do Fino Fashion.
I do.
Tell us all about it.
Yeah. So, Fino Fashion is a company I started back in 2007. But most recently, within this year, I opened a mobile boutique, and it was the truck. It's something you'll definitely have to see. It was an old 1998 plumbing truck that my husband and I converted. It took about 500 hours, over 500 hours,
wow,
to turn it into what it was to what it is today.
Wow.
And I mean, it's complete in there with a wine bar, and it's got, a little mini couch in there, a window with curtains, French doors. I mean, you would not think, hopefully, that you are not in the back of a truck. So, and everything is handmade. I make it all. I went to Savannah College of Art and Design and studied fashion and accessory design. And I started my business, like I said, in 2007, and I did it part-time for a long time, and then decided, you know what, I'm going to do this full-time.
Okay, so what do you offer? What is the business?
So it's handmade accessories, anything from very, I'd say trendy, but minimalistic jewelry. I mean, necklaces, long necklaces. There are earrings, stud earrings, rings. And then also another part of my business is making remembrance accessories. So that's actually where I take crushed rose petals from maybe the service of a loved one or from a wedding, and then turn those into beads. And with that, I can create rosaries, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, rings. I mean, all these different pieces. So people
Cool.
have been going nuts for
I
this
can
because
imagine.
it's just something that's so nice to have instead of stashing flowers away in a box that you'll likely never want to, you likely never see them again.
No,
right?
yeah, yeah. Once you explain it, I can definitely see that.
Yeah, I mean, I just had a girl give me flowers from her wedding was 12 years ago, and she had these flowers sitting. She's like, "They're so old. Can you do something with them?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." So I made her a necklace and earring set, and she wore it for her anniversary, and she
Okay.
was so excited. I mean, it's just like little things like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you're mobile, obviously.
I am, yeah. So I do all the jewelry making and designing in my home. I have 2 offices. I have one that's in my basement, and I have one like my office with a computer and stuff in the upstairs. But as far as my boutique, yeah, I take it around all over the place. So, for example, I'm here at CiTiRAMA today in Springdale, and then tomorrow I will be at the Westwood Art Show, which is in Westwood, like the Cheviot area, by their town hall. There's going to be a lot of other vendors there as well. It just is a really, really nice event. And then in conjunction with that is Second Saturdays, which is also something that Westwood puts on. It's just a big event with food and music. It's a good time.
Okay. So are you mobile per order? So will you go to a client?
So I will do private parties.
Okay.
With a truck. I ask that there's 8 or more people there. It's free. I don't charge people to bring my truck to them. I also will do fundraisers, and where I'll donate 20% of the sales back to whatever organization it will be. I do career days at school.
Okay.
So I have taught to kids about entrepreneurship and what it's like to have a business that's not something that, you're like, oh, I want to be a dentist. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. No one's like, I want to own a big old pink truck when I grow up.
Right.
So just telling them like, hey, it's cool if you want to dream and it can work. And
Well, businesses come in different forms, right?
exactly.
And
Yeah.
it's not I mean, as long as it works, that's really what matters.
Yeah, it
Or
does. I
anything
mean,
else.
it's been great. It's been
Huh.
really fun.
So as an entrepreneur, like, what would you tell if you could go back to the beginning with the knowledge you have now, what's the one thing you would tell yourself as an entrepreneur?
Go full time and 100% believe in yourself. Because for so long I was just doing this part time, and I thought, oh, I can never make it a full time job. So I worked in media. I worked at Q102. I worked at WCPO. I had a radio segment on Q102. I was on air at WCPO. And while those were amazing experiences, I sometimes wish that I just would have had the confidence to go full time with this a while ago.
Wow. Okay. So just had a
Just
confidence
having
and
the
just
confidence.
do it.
Yeah, just do it. And I hired a business coach, and I feel like that really helped me
Really?
last year when I was making this huge transition and opening the mobile boutique. And I feel like just my mind is more in the creative space, not as much the business.
Right.
But now I feel like I have a better handle on business and how to do, work QuickBooks and do taxes and all the things that I don't like to do, but know it's necessary to run a successful business.
So would you recommend for an entrepreneur to get a business coach? It sounds like.
I think so. And,
How do you find a business coach?
So I ran into this girl. She actually lives in Boston. And I found her through another friend that owns a boutique. We all kind of hang out and talk and share tips and tricks. She specializes in mobile boutiques. So she had the first mobile boutique ever in this country in 2010. And it was in New York City. So it's called the Fashion Truck.
Okay.
It was just so simple because, like, nowadays, I'm sure the Fashion Truck is a huge name. Everyone would want to use that name because there's so many of them now.
It's amazing how some of the simplest ideas make the
Take off.
Just take
Yeah.
off. I mean, Fashion Truck, Uber, right? These
Oh,
things are
I know.
It's like the concept's already been here. Then somebody comes along
Right.
and repackages it, adds some technology to
Yep.
it, and now it's a brand new thing.
Yeah. And so anyway, I found her through a friend. And since she specializes in mobile boutiques, I thought, gosh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is absolutely perfect. But I would definitely recommend getting a business coach. If you're going into the food industry, you want to open a food truck, check with, there's like a food truck. There's an association here in
Yeah.
Cincinnati. So
They just started, yeah.
Yeah. So definitely reach out to them and say, hey, I want to start this business, do you have any recommendations on coaches or classes? And I mean, really any business, I would recommend it.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Megan.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. What is the website?
My website is fennofashion.com. It's FENNO fashion.com. And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Fenno Fashion.
And you do fundraisers, local events, and school functions.
Yeah, I do. I will bring the truck to you.
Cincinnati's only roaming accessories boutique. I like that. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, Megan. Take it easy.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
And you got you're right outside the Stratford model home. Which
I am.
Is right in front of us. They can't
Yes.
miss it. They can come out and see the truck that you spoke about.
Yes.
And stop inside. You got the staircases and the flowers and everything.
I know. Yeah, I have the little planter boxes. It was more so people didn't try to go up around the stairs, and hurt themselves. But turned into something that's really cool. I can actually change out the planter boxes for like spring, summer, fall. It's a
Okay.
little things,
All right. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for your time.
thank you.
Most def.
Okay, bye.
That was Megan Fenno. Fenno Fashion. FENNO fashion.com. And again, Cincinnati's only roaming accessories boutique. Okay. 250. All right. So I'm just getting a message here. Looks like our next guest is going to come in at about 250, and we're going to get a chance to talk with Miranda Home Spotlight. Okay, great. Looking forward to that. They got a lot of information they'll be able to share with us. So if you're just tuning in, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. I know this is not the regular time. Typically, we're on 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. And I understand this might be a break in your Friday, but hey, typically Donnie B is on at this point with the As It Just Me podcast. So it's not as if we don't do any programming on a Friday, but for the Nathan Ivey Show, it's a little bit unorthodox. So why are we doing it? Well, we're broadcasting live. You can hear in the background, looks like somebody is vacuuming inside of one of the homes. But we're broadcasting live from the 2019 CiTiRAMA in Springdale. And it's in an effort to give you as much information as you possibly need to entice you to come out and check out what they have to offer. And to that end, if you'd like to get a couple of tickets to come out, some free tickets, courtesy of the Nathan Ivey Show and Send Digital Media, please let me know with a direct message, and we'll make that happen for you. Okay, let me know. We'll make that happen. All right, so I want to talk about, let me switch this up here because I want to talk about some different things. Okay? Let's switch this up here. I want to talk about some different things. Thank you for being here. All right, let's chop it up. We're live from CiTiRAMA 2019, as you can see. Okay? Don't ask me about the glasses. They came with the gig. All right, it's the way it works. But when you come out, what you'll do is it's like a cul-de-sac. So you're going to drive. You're not going to be able to drive through, but you'll walk through and around to where the model homes are. Now, walk through whatever, walk through the homes first, check out the homes, get acquainted with the different home designs, and then step over to what they call the Stratford home. Now, you can't miss it because there's a big pink truck right out in front of us. And now I know that's Megan Fenno's truck. It reads Fenno Fashion. I am actually in the garage of that particular home. And they've got some different folks set up in the garages, which makes sense because people are walking in and then walking out of the various homes. Sometimes they're walking out of the garage. It just seems to work for them. And it's a nice flow of human beings coming in and out. So we love to see you. Come on out. If you need a ticket, let me know. I do have tickets for this. You can read this. This is Michael Jackson's tribute, Bogarts, if you're interested. And then looks like we've got some JB Smooth tickets as well. JB Smooth is, of course, he is an entertainer. He is a comic. He'll be here in October at Bogart. So let me know if you're interested. And for people that come out today, I've got tickets for you. Matter of fact, say what I'll do. I'll say the first 3 Nathan Ivey Show listeners that come out today, stop over in the booth or stop over at the garage and say what's up to us. Then you'll qualify for one of the tickets. You can either have tickets to go see JB Smooth, or you can have tickets to go see the Michael Jackson tribute, I'm Bad. Okay, you can pick. I'll do that for you. The first 3 people to come out, I'll let you pick what tickets that you want. You tell me, pardon me. It's very hot out here. So you tell me what you're into, and then we can make that happen for you. Let me know. All right? For folks who are, let's see here. For folks who are wondering, will we be talking topics? Well, the answer is absolutely yeah. And we'll be talking about current events and breaking things down. Let me see here. We'll be talking about current events and breaking things down for the entire time that we're going to be here today. So I've already given you a few thoughts about, what's going on in terms of the Cincinnati Public Schools. But you know what? I want to say a shout out and just a moment of silence and words of condolences to the family of a woman who was shot over. She was shot over in Avondale, as I understand it. Her name is Shauna Latella Gardner. Shauna Latella Gardner. And looks like she's a mother of 4 who was in her home in Avondale, as I understand it, and was shot and killed. Right? I do know that there's an effort together. There's an effort being put out there to raise funds for her, and I would assume her burial or her family or whatever. It's just a tragic situation right there. It really, really is. It's a real tragic situation. We talk about being safe, but you think that you're safe when you're at home. You should be safe when you're at home. And this woman was in her home in Avondale and was killed by a bullet that authorities are saying traveled into her home. Now, we don't know if it went through the walls. I don't know that. One report said that she was actually in the window. But whether you're in the window or whether you're lying in your bed or you're watching television, I believe you should have the ability to feel safe, and we still don't know if this woman was a target. We don't know if this was a bullet that went through the side of the house, the home, the dwelling that she was in. If it did, it opens the question about the high caliber options in terms of weapons that are available on our streets. I would say that there are some of these high velocity, high caliber, weapons that citizens, you don't need it. And whether we need it or not, we can't be trusted with it. Let's be honest here. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. And by them, I'm talking about us. I'm talking about humans. Humans cannot be trusted with this, in my opinion. I want to get your thoughts on it. I see that Brooke Skylar Richardson was found not guilty of aggravated murder within the last 24 hours. Of course, a lot of people followed this story. She was the young woman who had a baby and then told, I think it was a teacher, what had happened. And then she was subsequently charged by authorities. Some are saying that she was overcharged. Some are saying that she got away with it. What are you saying? Let me know. I want to get your thoughts on it. Nathan Ivey broadcasting live from CiTiRAMA in beautiful Springdale. They've got a brand new division that's opened. They are showing off numerous of the home designs. And here's a great opportunity to come out and check out everything for yourself. And to me, it doesn't really matter where you are. Especially if you're looking for somebody, if you're someone who's looking for a home currently, come on out. Check it out. I would not be surprised if a Nathan Ivey Show listener purchases a home out here. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. So you may have already purchased a home recently, but you're looking for some design tips. You should come on out. You should come on out, check it out. The homes are beautifully designed, beautifully furnished, which leads to another reason why you should come out, the furnishings. I know how it is. It's nice. You walk through the model homes, you get a sense of being in a space. If you recently purchased a space, then maybe you can compare the two. Maybe you can pick up a few design tips that you can steal for yourself. I won't tell anybody. and you can check it out for yourself. All right. Good afternoon to you. Listen, if you can see this stream, please share it throughout social media, because I want to make sure that everybody knows that we are on and that we are live and that we are broadcasting. Okay. Victoria, I got you. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I got a chance, to, of course, as many other people did, to watch a little bit of the Democrat debate last night. You know, be remiss in my duties if we didn't talk a little politics. And, you know, after watching the debates last night, I've got one question. I've got one question for you after watching the debates last night. And that one question is, are you ready for a female president? And what I mean by that is from what I see, it is the female Democrat candidates that have the fire. I know that Joe Biden is a favorite among African Americans of a certain age, but I'm not really sure if he has what it takes to beat Trump, if in fact that is something that you care about. I ain't sure about that. I ain't so sure. Maybe not. Not so sure. What do you think? Did you get a chance to watch the debate last night? If so, I'd love to get your comments. See, I see SP Fettuccini writes, we, the black community, has to get more involved with our kids' education. He's talking about Cincinnati Public Schools and their dismal record. Academy of World Language Elementary, their progress is a B. That's pretty good. Academy for Bilingual Immersion Studies, not so good. Aiken High School, not so good. Bond Hill Academy is a C when it comes to progress, a D in achievement. Where does your school rank? College Hill Fundamental Academy, not doing so well in progress. Like, to me, when you look at these school grades, to me, one of the most important ones is progress. Because if your kid isn't progressing, then what's the point? If your kid isn't progressing academically from grade to grade, then what is the school actually doing? Hey, listen, give me your thoughts on this. I mean, do you think that it is a staffing issue? Do you think that it's a funding issue? Do you believe that if we pass another levy supporting Cincinnati Public Schools, do you believe that that is going to lead to a difference in the school scores? Is it about money? Is it about people? What is it about exactly? What is it about exactly, in your opinion? 513-873-7134. Coming up in about 6 minutes, we got another guest. Okay, that's not for me. Who's going to come on and talk about Cincinnati CiTiRAMA. Can Cincinnati reach its potential if the Cincinnati public school system does not? That's my question for you. Right now in the city of Cincinnati, you know what's going on? A lot of good things. There's a renaissance. There's development. Cincinnati is known as a hub for entrepreneurship. Did you know that? Cincinnati is actually a tech hub. All over the country, there are people that are looking towards Cincinnati as a leader. Cincinnati is the home of the collaborative agreement, a landmark agreement between law enforcement and the citizens of Cincinnati. Cincinnati is the home of a lot of great things. I would say that Cincinnati is trending up in a lot of the areas that people think are important. But I'll also say that there's no way we can reach our potential if our public school systems, if the best things that come out of our public school system is the chicken breast sandwich. I'm sorry. Cincinnati School Systems makes and produces a hell of a chicken patty and a hell of a pizza. But when it comes to graduates that might go on to be college graduates, they've got a way to go. It's simple as that. We got to stop sugarcoating it. I'm going to tell you, you know what, one of the biggest, things that people hide behind when it comes to Cincinnati Public Schools? That's Walnut Hills High School. Because of the perceived success of Walnut Hills High School, it overshadows everything else that's not happening right. Because once a year, we'll get a news story about 14 or 15 Walnut Hills High School students. They got a perfect ACT. There's 500 students that go there. I'll say it again. Cincinnati will never reach its potential if we don't create a school system that does a better job. It's just that simple. It's just no other way around it. But again, tell me what you think. To me, it's real simple. Hold on here. Let me see if I can pull up some videos. Okay. I want you to see. You see this right here? So now you can see my screen. You can see what I see right now. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Pleasant Ridge, D. Reese Price School, B. Way to go, Reese Price. Riverview East Academy, F. Now let me stop right there. Full disclosure, I used to work inside the school building that we call Riverview East Academy. And I got to tell you that the Cincinnati School Board, the Cincinnati School Superintendent, and anybody else in a position of authority for the Cincinnati Public School Systems should be ashamed of themselves at the quality of education that they are delivering for those people on the east side of Cincinnati. Here's what I pledge to you right now, my listeners. I promise you that I will be on the phone today in an effort to secure an interview with the superintendent so we can talk about this. We need to have a straight talk face-to-face about what we need to do to increase success when it comes to the Cincinnati Public School Systems. The Riverview East Academy has F's across the board. How is that possible? If you show me a school building where they've got F's and they're failing over multiple years, what I'm going to show you is a school staff inside that building that is not inspired. They're not motivated. They really don't give a damn, y'all. Let's be honest. Because if we cared, Schroeder Baidea High School, F's. Sailor Park Elementary, F. Sands Montessori Elementary School, B. I'm talking about the achievement. Here's Walnut Hills High School. My daughter attends Walnut Hills High School. I'll talk openly about the issues we have at Walnut Hills High School. I have to look deeper into this myself, actually, because, well, here's what you got to do. If you really care about this topic, don't just go by what I say. Don't just go by what somebody posts. Actually go to the Ohio Department of Education's website and do a search for yourself and go through all the different categories in which they actually race the schools. Go through all the different categories and be as informed as you possibly can about the grades that your school has earned where your child goes. Okay? That's what I want you to do. Don't go by me. Don't go by something you read. Don't go by something you saw on the television. What I want you to do is to go to the Ohio Department of Education's website, and I want you to look up the school that your child or the young person that you care about. It could be a grandparent, could be a niece, nephew, could be a little brother, little sister. Look up the various categories for yourself and just be familiar with how well your child or the child that you care about in the school is actually doing. This is not per parents. This is per the Ohio Department of Education. And tell me what you see. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what you see. I'm sorry. Let's do it again here as we go through this. So up on the screen right now, you can see my screen. You can see the various letter grades for all of the Cincinnati public schools. Okay? And some of this is atrocious. Withrow, straight Fs across the board. Western Hills University, straight Fs across the board. William Howard Taft, D's and Fs. How can we create a better Cincinnati if the school systems aren't creating a better quality of adult that's prepared to move away from high school and perhaps graduate from college? I mean, think about this. When we think about the violence in our communities, do you think it's not impacted by a school system that doesn't really effectively work? Do you think that there's no cause and effect, that there's no causal relationship between the two? Here's another question. Have we abandoned the community learning center style? 10 years ago, that was all the rage. We were going to open up the schools. As a matter of fact, remember when they came to us? They said they wanted money from us, the taxpayers, so they could build community learning centers. And these learning centers were going to be the epicenter for the whole community. Mom and dad could come in and take classes after school. They had after school programs, before school programs. Has CPS lived up to that promise? Is that really in place right now? I don't see it. Most of these schools, after school, it's over with. They're done. I'll say it again. We cannot create the Cincinnati that everybody claims they want to create if our school systems are still producing these kind of grades. It's impossible, in my opinion. It's impossible. But again, I'm broadcasting live from CiTiRAMA, and I would love to get you to come out and check us out today. We've been talking with numerous people. We talked to, all kinds of folks. Some of the homeowners we've talked to, and we'll be talking with more folks as well throughout the rest of the evening. And I'll be with you at least until 4 p.m. today. We got a little bit of a late start. And I'd love to see you. Now, if you want a free ticket, I know many people have already let me know. I need your name. I'll leave your name at the door. I'd love to see you today. That would be great. But if you can't make it out today, please come out tomorrow. And particularly perhaps on Sunday, we'll be here. CiTiRAMA will be here up until Sunday, 2019. So we love to see you. I'm going to try to grab some of the folks that are coming out. I want to get their sense of what they thought about some of the home builds. That would be great. I'm trying to grab some folks. Yeah. That'd be great. I want to get people's thoughts about other people's thought about the home builds. What do you think? Do you like? All right. Good afternoon. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for being here. Glad to have you. People saying they agree with me on the school board. I mean, not the school board, on Cincinnati Public Schools. Because, well, the reason why is because it's not about being right. It's obvious. You know, this ain't about me being right. I'm not telling you anything that you just can't look at the news and or be observant and conclude for yourself. I'm just amazed that year after year, we seem to kick the can down the road over and over again when it comes to our schools. What are we doing different year to year that would give us a different outcome? I don't see it. But again, I don't see everything. I know there's a lot of good people that work for CPS. Again, I never worked for CPS, but I work very directly with CPS. And I got a chance to work in a school building, work directly with children. And, you know, if you had a top 10 most difficult job list, I'd put teacher and administrator somewhere high on that list. Just dealing with the parents, not even the kid issues, just the adult issues. I mean, it's a very intense job. But that's why we need serious-minded people that decide to go into that job. You know, if you decide you want to do that, well, then you got to take the good with the bad, right? And the bad is is that when we get these ridiculous, disastrous, I would say, school board grades or school grades, they have to be held accountable. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Okay. Hey, how you doing? All right, we got some folks coming over. Hey, come on in. How you doing? Come on in. This is the Nathan Ivey Show. How you ladies doing?
We are doing great.
Wonderful.
And
How are you?
I'm doing great. We are live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook and on Twitter. If you could just give me your name, if you don't mind, that'd be great.
Go ahead.
I'm Katie.
Katie, how you doing, Katie? Camera's right here.
Hi, I'm Diana Knudsen.
Diana Knudsen. Katie and Diana, how you doing?
Great.
So what do you think about the homes?
We've been through two.
Okay.
We started at that end, and we've been through two of them. This one in particular has wonderful finishes, and we're particularly impressed with some of the extras, like a little transom over the window and a barn door pantry.
Yeah. It's beautiful. We love the colors. Lots of just fresh design ideas in there. And this house, again, in particular, they've just gone kind of the extra mile to do just little nice finishing touches that you won't always see.
Yeah, I talked with the owner, actually, and he said just that they put just a little bit of extra finishes on there.
Yeah.
You said you were able to tell it, huh? You could actually pick it up?
A mile away.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's
it makes a
completely
difference.
So what brought you out? Are you currently looking for a home? Or are you just like, is this kind of like window shopping kind of?
Well, I'm interested in doing some redecorating.
Okay.
So I'm here for redecorating ideas.
All right.
I particularly like the stairway how it was managed in this house. I like it better than the first house that we saw. So I'm going to go home and take a look at my stairway and see if that would look just as good in my house
Okay.
as it does here.
Yeah. And it was nice to see it's a local company, Cincinnati Stair, that's doing that.
Yes.
So we are very excited. It's always fun to kind of work with people that are in your own backyard.
Yeah.
I recently purchased my house about a year and a half ago. So I'm always looking for new ideas to kind
Right.
of pull into the house and kind of make it my own.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
For sure. Because, you walk through here, it's so beautifully decorated. You got to glean a couple of ideas for yourself and take them home.
Yeah.
Have you already picked up some tips? Little things here and
Tons.
there?
I need to do a lot of repainting.
Okay.
Tons. I love that. I happen to be an acquaintance of the group that did the staging inside, and we were particularly impressed at how nicely it was staged and what a good job they did making it feel warm and cozy and family friendly. Because sometimes when you see houses that are staged, they look a little stiff.
Right.
And this one does not. You could put a family in this house,
Yeah.
and they'd be immediately comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you guys are going to just go through the other homes and check them out?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
And we're excited to do that.
Okay.
Yes, it's
Well, thank you
fun.
for stopping by and talking with me. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely. So there it is. So multiple reasons. You're looking for renovations, looking for tips on renovations, looking for tips on perhaps design. We heard from Katie. She was looking for some tips on her stairs, right? So she'd recently purchased a home. And we're broadcasting live from CiTiRAMA 2019, the Nathan Ivey Show. What's your name?
Carice.
Carice, how you doing? How you doing, Carice?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
And so what brought you out to CiTiRAMA today?
Well, we were just out with a company, so with my company, and just coming to see the houses and
What's your company?
First Financial.
Oh, okay, First Financial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you're just out here for First Financial, not really looking at the homes. What do you think about the homes, though?
No, I love we only been in one.
Okay.
But I do really like it.
The white one right there?
The white one.
Okay, yeah, that's a really nice one.
Yeah, that one's beautiful. I like the setup upstairs, and I love that little loft area. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
the family space.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
nice too. I
Yeah.
saw it a couple days ago.
Yeah, that's
and I can just envision me and my family being there already.
Yeah.
Could you see yourself living in a spot like this?
I could, yeah, I do. I actually just bought a house recently too.
Okay.
So to see the different layouts and the way it's set up is really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And the
Carice,
flooring is beautiful.
yeah, the flooring is. I love the hardwood floors.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Have a
most
good day.
def.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, thank you. So there it is, folks. Live from CiTiRAMA 2019. Nathan Ivey with you, live, local, and vocal. We are on the block, so to speak, and out in beautiful Springdale, and talking with people as they're coming in and getting their thoughts on what CiTiRAMA has to offer. So if you'd like to step out, you've got plenty of time. You're not going to miss anything. I'll be out here at least until 4 p.m. today. I'd love to see you. Come on out. Check out the different home designs, as I said before, and make sure you stop and say what's up to me. You got to say what's up to your boy. It's 3 p.m. As I said, we'll be here for at least another hour, possibly a little bit longer than that. Just want to make sure we can connect with as many people as possible today. And thank you for being here and checking out this broadcast. Appreciate it. Please share this. Share this with at least 5 people so they know where they're, well, everyone knows that we're on, but so that they can connect with and make sure they don't miss the stream. You want to make sure they get a chance to check out the stream. Again, I prefer the video stream. You get a chance to look inside what we are doing and where we're actually at. If you're just tuning in wondering, Nate, what are you doing? Where are you at? I'm in a garage of the Stratford house. We're set up here. If you step out to CiTiRAMA before 4 p.m., we'll say maybe about 4:15 or so, we'll still be doing a broadcast. Well, then stop by and say hello. Okay, we're going to get some HBA vendors to talk on the show. Great. I'm down with that. Okay, great. She's checking to see if they're available. And shout out to Michelle Giblin. We've been working together. Really appreciate her for setting up this opportunity for Sin Digital Media. Really appreciate it. Never know who you might run into. Come on out. It's not too late. I'll be out here till at least 4:15. This is the Nathan Ivey Show. We'll take another quick break and come right back. Don't go anywhere.
Before you book your next photographer, ask yourself this. Do they have the skill and experience to handle your project? Can they provide outstanding images at an affordable rate? You may want to consider Shanghai. With Shanghai Imaging, you not only receive quality custom images, but a reliable professional photographer ready to handle your visual needs. Shanghai Imaging specializes in wedding and family photography, personal boudoir videography, real estate photography, and even modeling portfolios at a great affordable rate. Well, what are you waiting for? contact Shanghai at 513-278-7717 or visit their website at shanghaiimaging.com today, because imaging is everything.
Dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher. Or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration.
An innovator.
To be a teacher. Be my teacher.
Think you can change my life? Make me excited about science like you?
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I'm waiting. Why was the basketball court all wet? Because the players kept dribbling on it.
The dad joke. Corny, grown-worthy, but also one of the simplest ways to share a moment with your kids.
What did the buffalo say when he dropped his son off for school? Bye, son.
So take a moment to make your kid laugh, because dad jokes rule. Make your kid laugh today. Go to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Live, local, and vocal. Nathan Ivey with you, broadcasting live from 2019, CiTiRAMA 2019. Hey, listen, if you'd like to come out, we do have some tickets for you. I know many people hit me up. I've tried to reach out to everybody. I will have your name at the door. That's how it will work. If you have DM'd me already, I will have your name at the door. Okay, well, more like the gate. Okay, there's really no door. It's more like the gate. And I'll have the tickets reserved in your name for you and one more. Okay, so that's what we have for you. If you're interested, and just let me know, and we can make that happen. I would love for you to come out. I'll be here at least until 4, maybe a little bit more. And come on out. If you're checking out the live broadcast and the video form of it anyway, then what you see right now is a webcam from the vantage point of a garage. We are in the garage of one of the model homes. And before you say, Nate, garage is actually working out pretty good for us. Actually pretty good. We're out of the sun. It's pretty cool. And we've got a nice flow of people coming in and out. And we can see the street, which is where we want to be at. So I know how it is. People are working right now. They'll be out later. I'll be here at least until about 4:15 this afternoon. But the event goes on until Saturday. Now, we have been lucky enough to get a lot of the people who are vendors and or associated directly with the building and the construction of the homes out here. And you can go back and check out the video or the audio feed and listen to that. I'll go back and I'll bookmark it for everybody. So, okay. I'll go back and bookmark it so that you know. Oh, it's a sales listing? Why would they do that? So that you know exactly where it is. So thanks for being here. In terms of topics, what have you been talking about? Current events. I touched on just a little bit the not so good news about Cincinnati Public Schools. And I see that people are responding. Shannon writes, resources don't just stop at money. It's a tremendous lack of qualified teachers. I'm tired of hearing about learning gaps, but they don't talk about economic gaps, medical gaps, and other gaps that don't end at the schoolhouse doors. I see that our schools are segregated as hell without equality. Huh, is that right? Angela's wondering if we're still live. Yes, I'm still live. I'm here for at least another hour. Okay? But if you're going to come out, let me know. And I'll stick around just to be with you. All right? Let me know. If you've already hit me up and I've confirmed with you, don't worry. I'll have your name at the door. If you want to come into CiTiRAMA today, that'll be very, very easy. And just let me know. I just posted an image of some other tickets that we have. What is his? This is JB Smooth at Bogarts. And also the Who's Bad Michael Jackson tribute. Why did I put MJ Jam? That's a little different than Michael Jackson Jam. The Who's Bad tribute, I think I'd much rather go see that than just the Michael Jackson Jam. So let me change that real quick so that, what the hell? There it is. I'm going to edit that. Okay? I'm going to give these tickets away to the first 3 people to come out to see me. If you come out to see me, you can choose. You can go to either one. All right? I've got 2 tickets for you to either one. You can go to JB Smooth on Bogarts. He'll be at Bogarts on Saturday, October the 26th. So what is that? It gives you over a month now to get ready for that. That'll be a good time. And then the Michael Jackson Who's Bad tribute at Bogarts will be on the 11th. So that gives you about a month. Gives you about a month. So you can make your plans. All right, let me put the screen back on me. I know that you've been looking at that image here. Let me put myself back here. There we go. Right here. Give me 1 second. All right. And there I am. People are like, Nate, where are you at? There I am. You can check me out. More of your comments about the show today. Let me see here. Yes, we're still live. We're still live. We got started late. We got started about 1. So we're going to go to at least about 4. And I'm hoping that as things get busier, I want to stick around for the crowd. And I'm hoping to meet at least, I want to meet the Nathan Ivey Show listeners. Like I know plenty of folks going to come out, but a lot of people are going to come out after they get off of work. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly, Karamia. I know a lot of people are going to come out after work. Fine, come on out. You can come out over the weekend. There's no problem with that. But I'll be here today until a little bit after 4 p.m., okay? It's worth your time. Come on out. We'll take care of your ticket. Come through, walk through with your family. Come out with your husband or come out with your wife. Maybe you're looking for a new home, right? Maybe you're looking for that dream home. Maybe you've got your dream home, but you're looking about redesigning some aspect of the home. Maybe it's the living room, or maybe you're thinking about redesigning your family room or something like that. Come out and you can steal some of their design. These are people that went to school for a long time for design, and they spent a lot of money for it. And you can come out and benefit just like that. All you got to do is walk through, check it out for yourself, and then stop over to me and say, "What's up? I would love to see you. Love to see you." We talked with a couple of folks too who just kind of who were just walking through, and they all said good things. They all said good things. So come on out. You can't miss us. Very easy to find. You'll see the development as you drive up. You'll see the white tents. You'll see the homes, and we love to see you. We love to see you. Most definitely. I tell you what, if you do this, because I'm only going to be here until like after 4, right? Maybe a little longer. We'll see how it goes. If you get out here after us, if I'm in the Stratford home, okay? I'm in the Stratford home in the garage. If you come out, take a photograph, take a selfie in the Stratford home, then that'll qualify you for one of the tickets that I have. You can go to either JB Smooth at Bogarts on the 26th of October, or you can go check out the Michael Jackson tribute, Who's Bad, at Bogarts on October the 11th, which is a Friday. And the 26th is a Saturday, just so you know. That's it. If you can't make it out because you're working, it's a Friday, I get it. But I'd still love for you to come out. And to prove it, just take a selfie in one of the model homes. That'll qualify you for one or at least 2 of the tickets as long as I have them. Okay, when they're gone, they're gone. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. So we come up with a way to reward you while I'm here and once we leave as well. How you doing? Yeah, love to see you. Currently 3:18 a.m. in the Queen City. Now, for folks who might be checking out the show for the first time, what I would invite you to do is go to nathanivey.com right now and subscribe to the show. You can subscribe to the live feed. If you like to check out the video stream, we're doing that right now on my Facebook page, on my personal page, and the official show page. We're in a couple of chat rooms, or shall I say Facebook groups as well, and we're up on Send Digital Media, and you can follow along wherever you might be. Let's say you're still at work, haven't got off yet. I know it's a Friday. I know you're waiting for it, but thank you for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Let me move on here. We've been talking about the school board, covered that. We talked about the dismal state of the public school system here. We got it. I made a pledge to you that I would reach out to the school board, the superintendent of Cincinnati Public Schools. I am a man of my word. You know that. I will reach out to her to secure an interview as soon as possible. If I need to go to Mayerson Academy and go to her, I'll do whatever it takes to have an interview with her. And I just think that it's about time for us to have a very real conversation about what the expectations should be from Cincinnati Public Schools. Now, listen, this conversation is bigger than just today. We'll pick back up on this next week and the weeks to follow. And I do know that I'm not alone in this. There's a lot of people who are very serious about these Cincinnati Public Schools. Here's what I would say. Before we move on, I'll leave it like this. Rather than just criticize the schools, what I would believe is the best approach if you are a parent or you're someone who care is we have to engage with the schools. You got to get involved. You can't criticize, or you can, but to me, it doesn't mean as much if you're not involved. That means going beyond what you've normally been doing just for your child. It may mean volunteering. It might be playing a role at the school that's larger than just rolling in and out when your child is there. It might be doing something for a field trip. It might mean working directly with one of the teachers to assist that, to give that teacher some assistance. It might be chaperoning on a field trip. It might be numerous things. It might be buying extra school supplies for kids that are in need. It could be numerous things. It also could mean that you actually engage with the school itself, whether you become an official volunteer at the school, or you become a member of the LSDMC, which is a local school decision-making committee, very powerful entity inside our public schools. Or it means that you posse up with some other parents and you form a parent group with the intent of having a positive impact on the school. I mean, all those things are things that you can do. They don't really cost any money. They cost you some time. But those are all things you can do that could have an impact, a positive impact in the life of your child or in the Cincinnati public school system. Just like that. I mean, it's easy to say, easy for me to say, but I'm saying these are things I've done myself. And it just means the sacrifice of time. So what will doing all of that do, Nate? Is it going to change the school system overnight? No, it's not. But it's going to give you better insights, better relationships with the people at the school where your child attends. I mean, that's where we got to start. I don't expect you to go to my daughter's school and advocate for her. That's my job. That's my wife's job. That's our job. Just like you can't expect for me, I mean, I'll do this generally for everybody's child, but you can't expect for me to either have the insights in particular as to what the needs of your child is and or to foster the kind of relationships that you should be doing on your own. So I know a lot of people feel me on this. Let me read more of your comments here. I know you feel me. But why isn't this happening? I mean, this is unacceptable. Let me look at the news here. People should be outraged. I've been so busy today, I haven't got a chance to monitor what anybody else is doing in Cincinnati media. I haven't listened to anything. I haven't heard anything. I can only imagine that the chatter is going to be very, very loud because this is something that affects a lot of people. Crosses over the neighborhoods, crosses over race. Let's say you're someone who doesn't have a child in the Cincinnati public school system. You might be thinking, Nate, I don't care. Why should I care? Well, let me tell you why you should care. Because whether you believe it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, the state of the youth where you live, like the state, the overall health of the youth in the greater Cincinnati area affects all of us. We're all affected by that. If the Cincinnati Public Schools is doing a dismal job and they are not graduating students at an acceptable rate, where do you think those students are going? What are they doing with their time? They're in our neighborhoods. They're on our streets. We all, whether you have children or not, maybe you're not even thinking about having kids. If you are a part of the neighborhood, then the overall health of other people's kids that live in that neighborhood impact you. It impacts you. It impacts the quality of life in your neighborhood. It impacts the quality of the life of the people that live in your neighborhood. So it's got to impact the quality of life of you as well. Let's say you're an empty nester. You raised your kids. Well, no difference. You're in the same boat. You're in the same boat. You just can't check out and say, hey, I did what I had to do. No, ma'am. No, sir. No. If you live in a greater Cincinnati area, we're all connected. It don't matter what neighborhood you live in. We're all connected here. So the health of one neighborhood connects to the health of another neighborhood. All connected. You may not believe that. You may not feel that. But nonetheless, it's true. There's no doubt about it. Tell me that I'm wrong. You cannot. All connected. So to me, it matters. Let me read more of your comments here. Okay, some great stuff in here. Shout out to Jesse. Tracy writes, she's not surprised by the Ohio school report cards. Neither am I, unfortunately. It's a damn shame. What's the shame is that we're not surprised. The shame is if there's not more outrage. That's the real shame. But what do you think? Okay, great. Shout out to Kareem. Appreciate that. Thank you for the share. How are you doing? Oh, go right ahead. Thank you. Someone came over and inquired about the broadcast. Absolutely. Nathan Ivey is my name. I've been in media since 1996. 1996. Started in public radio, moved to commercial radio. I was in commercial radio for about 17 years. and held it down. After that, decided to move into the internet. So I love media and I love podcasting. I love streaming. I love the idea of creating your own media and connecting with people. And that's why I'm here, Cincinnati's independent voice. You can find me and subscribe to the show at nathanivey.com. And then this particular podcast you can find anywhere podcasts are. But not only do I produce and create media, but I've created a media company called Sin Digital Media. And we create numerous podcasts. So we are currently producing a podcast for the Cincinnati NAACP called Truth to Power. You can check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. We're also currently producing a podcast with Donietta Bailey, who is a Black female lawyer. Fabulous podcast called Is It Just Me? She looks at the world and comments like only she can. Check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. I also host and produce a podcast with a member of City Council named PG Sittenfeld. It's called Hot Mic. We talk about hot issues. If it's hot, we talk about it and we chop it up. Primarily, we'll talk about local issues, regional issues, but really whatever's hot. And you can check that out wherever you listen to podcasts, and you can find Sin Digital Media on SoundCloud, and you can subscribe to us there, as well as online, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. We're everywhere. You can check us out. And we're working on more podcasts now. Working on a new podcast called the Dope Sisters Collective, which is very interesting, and working on more. And so this is just the beginning for Sin Digital Media as we expand. And the idea is we just want to bring a new urban voice to the city of Cincinnati. We're going to expand and amplify on the type of voices that don't normally get a chance to be heard. That's it. You know my story. Good morning to you, Ray. Or good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Now, I know this isn't our normal time, so it may be throwing some people off. I tried my best to give you a heads up over the last few weeks or so, but I definitely get it. So thank you for being here and checking us out. Appreciate that. I want to read some more of your comments here as they come in. Let me see here. Okay, so we got Kyle Pascalone. He's 2 men and a truck. Okay. I've seen those trucks before. It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to talking with Kyle. These are not being sold. No, we're turn these off. These are not being sold. Okay. All right. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Tracy writes, are you going to walk through the house? See, I am going to walk through the house, but I can't do it while we're doing the live broadcast. To do that, I'd have to set up like a separate Facebook Live, and I'll walk through the houses for you, yeah. But I'll do that once we get off. Now, I was out on Tuesday, and I walked through a couple of houses and did a Facebook Live as I was walking through, because I know that's what people want. They want to get a chance to see inside the houses. So I definitely will. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I will try to walk through one of the houses here. Somebody wants to. I will walk through the houses. Angela writes, still live? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right, let me pull this up here because you can see people in the background. That's cool. Let me see. Let me pull up our. How you doing? You Kyle? How you doing, Kyle? What's going on? I'm doing great. I'm going to bring you on right now. We got Kyle with 2 men and a truck. How you doing? You talk to that mic right there, Kyle.
How's it going, everybody?
Doing great, man. You're live on video up on Facebook.
All right.
Yeah. So tell us about 2 men in a truck and why you're out here at CiTiRAMA today. What's going on?
Yeah, so we're ultimately just promoting our moving services and storage as well. So we're located all around the Cincinnati area, whether that be Cincinnati East, West, Milford, Mason, all the way into northern Kentucky. You know, wherever you're moving, I'm sure we're close.
That's a hell of a concept right there. 2 men and a truck, right? You can't forget it. And can you get more than 2 men in a truck? Like, what if I need 4 guys? Can I get that?
So we'll bring out as many guys as we need to get the job done. 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys, 2 trucks, 6 men, as many as you need. We got you covered.
Yeah, I love that, man. So not just a truck, but you had 2 men in a truck. I like that. So are you offering some kind of incentives or something special with folks out here? You say you're just promoting, or is there any kind of deals that you're offering?
We have plenty of gear. The 2 men in a truck certified cups, toothpicks, you name it. And we also are giving out move coupons for $50 off all of our packaging supplies with any book move.
Okay, so $50 off for any book move. Okay.
$50 off our packaging supplies specifically.
Your packaging spot. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And that'll cover you, enough boxes to fill up your kitchen.
Huh? Really?
Mhm.
Okay. So are the boxes do they have padding and things like that, just to make sure, if it's glasses or dishes, that it don't break?
Yeah. So we've got our dish pack, which are actually double plied, so they're thicker than our normal boxes for your dishes. And then we have bubble wrap, our newspaper packaging supplies. That's going to cover any of your fragile, as far as china, all the way up to your knickknacks.
Okay. All right. And what's the website for people that are at home and might want to hit you up a little bit later?
Yeah. So if you go to 2meninatruck.com, that you can type in your zip code, and that'll be able to refer you to the closest location to you and find out, what kind of movers we have at that location, and it'll show you reviews as far as all the different services that we provide.
What kind of turnaround? So let's say I'm going to be moving soon. How far out should I contact you guys to make sure I get, what I'm looking for?
Yeah, so I would say the sooner the better with that sort of thing. People reach out to us a month in advance, but ultimately, during the summer we do fill up pretty quick. So I would recommend, sooner rather than later.
Can I do that online at your website? Just kind of go on and schedule myself?
Yeah, so we have a move checklist that you're able to go through each room by room, and find out how many boxes are in each room and what kind of furniture is in each room. It'll give you a estimate online right there the same day.
Okay. Well, Kyle, thank you so much.
Of course.
And where you guys located when folks come out?
Yeah, so we're located on the second booth on the right-hand side in the vendor tent.
In the vendor tent. Okay. All right, Kyle, thank you for coming over. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Yep, take one of those cards, man. Nathan Ivey Show.
All right,
I'm sure
sounds
you're
good.
a podcast listener, but check us out.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Yep, appreciate it. That's Kyle with 2 men in a truck, and they'll be over in the booth. You can't miss them. Stop by if you're looking for some of their services. Perhaps they can help you out. You're looking at a live shot from CiTiRAMA 2019. And thank you for being a part of this live broadcast. The audio stream is up. We got that up a little bit later. We're having some tech difficulties, but we got the stream up at 1 today, and wanted to make sure we made a connection with you, and you got a chance to see what was going on. We've talked to so many different folks, man. I feel like we talked to 5 or 6 different people, but I think we've got a good sense of what's going on out here and what they have to offer you. So if it sounds like this is something that you're into, step out. Come on out. Like I said, while I'm here, I've got tickets to a couple of upcoming events. If you're interested, if you need a free ticket to come to this event, to CiTiRAMA, let me know, and we'll make sure you get into the event today or over the weekend. We've also got some tickets to go to the Michael Jackson Who's Bad tribute that's happening on October the 11th, I believe. And then we've got tickets to over at Bogart's, and then we've also got tickets over to Bogart's for the JB Smoove concert. That's going to happen the last week of October. And here's how it works. Whoever comes out, first 3 people to come out, I've got 2 tickets for you. You can decide what event you want to go to. I think I've got plenty to go around. So, for instance, if everyone who came out, all 3 people came out, that's 6 tickets, and you all wanted to go to, say, JB Smoove, we got you. If you said you wanted to go to see the Michael Jackson tribute, we got you. Okay, we got you. So step out, and we'll take care of you. Also, we'll be here till about 4:15 today, maybe a little bit later. We'll see how it goes. It's 3:35 right now. And if you come out afterward, all I want you to do is to take a photograph of yourself inside one of the model homes, and then I'll qualify you for one of the tickets. And that way, we can reward you if you come out even after we leave today. We'll be doing our broadcast until about 4:15-ish, maybe a little bit longer. Now, if you call me up and say, Nate, I'm on my way, I'll stay for you, most def. But if not, when you come out, just take a selfie. It can be an ussy, meaning there's more than one person, but take a selfie inside one of the model homes, and that'll qualify you. Then send a photograph to me, and that'll qualify you for one of the tickets, and we'll make sure you get it. All right. Now you've been looking at the model home. I think what we want to do now, yeah, some people outside. I think what we want to do now is we want to bring that camera so that it's back on me here. Okay. Appreciate it. All right, let's go back to this. So this is my Facebook page. You can see right here up on the screen. I'm going to go over to the Friends Who Like the Nathan Ivey Show. That's a closed Facebook group where we chop it up. It's a great place to leave content. And I'm going to go down because I want to look at, these are the things that people have been posting. Look at this right here. Ohio school report cards are out. You see this? You seen that? That is atrocious. Let's see what happens when we click on this. Look at this. Cincinnati Public Schools receives a D as an overall district. A D. Now, I do know that D starts with district, but that's not something we should be shooting for, right? You can view all the report cards here at this link. And again, don't just go by the media. Don't just believe Nathan Ivey, but look at this for yourself. Look at this. This is actually the report itself. I would recommend that every parent will take the time over the weekend to go through this with a fine-tooth comb, and in particular, look at the school that your child or the young person that you care the most about, to look at this. Look at this. 16.7% of students in Ohio were chronically absent in 2018, 2019. Is that contributing to the lack of performance? Let me see here. District level grade distribution and breaking it down. This is actually very useful here. Prepared for success. I think it's very important that the schools prepare our kids for success. How do you define preparing for success? I would define it as a child that graduates Cincinnati Public Schools and then graduates college in a reasonable amount of time. So how many CPS students go on to graduate from college within, let's say, 5 years? Here's another one. Improving at-risk K through 3 readers. That's very important. Graduation rate, very important. Gap closing, progress, and achievement. These are the various categories in which they're looking at in this particular report card. 2018, 2019. Look at this. What in the heck is going on? Who is responsible? I'm sure that CPS isn't responsible. I'm sure it's someone else's fault. Look at this. Let's go back here. Look at this. Ohio School Report Card. So you give me the name of your child's school, I'll put it in there, and we can all look at it together. Real simple. Okay, let me look at my daughter's school, Walnut Hills. There we go. Let's look at Walnut Hills. Okay, look at this. Achievement, progress, closing the gap, graduation rate, improving at-risk K through 3 readers. That's not available. Prepare for success. That's an A. Okay. Okay. Not looking too bad. Achievement. Look at this. Let's look at more data. Let's look at this. That's pretty good right there. That's pretty good. Look at that. Walnut Hill seems to be doing pretty good across the board. So let me post this link for you, and you can check it out for yourself. Yeah, that's no great. That's not good at all. Something needs to be done. What needs to be done? You tell me. You tell me. Broadcasting live from CiTiRAMA 2019. It's the Nathan Ivey Show, brought to you by Sin Digital Media, a new urban voice in the city of Cincinnati. And thank you for rolling with us. So we got started about a couple hours ago, and we didn't melt to death. We made it. We still here. Hold on, let me turn this camera around for you so you can actually see me. There you go. Hold on 1 second here. There it is. What's going on? So, okay, we don't want to do that. Somebody asked me, okay, here it is. There's a card right there, 2 men in a truck. Somebody asked for. There you go. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, great. Cool. It works. Let's see. All right, so I just got the word. We're not going to bring any more guests in between now and the end of the program. So we're just going to chop it up on a few topics and get caught up on what's been going on. So primarily I've been talking about this, that. But of course, there are numerous things that have been happening over the last 24 hours. Okay. Not the least of which was the Democrat debate, the fourth Democratic debate. I'm sorry, the third Democratic debate happened just last night. And instead of having 20 candidates, you just had 10. If you got a chance to watch it, I'd like to get your impression. I watched the majority of it. Here is my impression. It's very simple. Either if America is not ready for a female president, then whoever the Democrat nominee is going to have a rough time with Trump. Because, and I'm going to tell you why. Because, listen, I know there's a lot of people that love Joe Biden, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that ain't feeling him. And I'm not really sure if that's the best choice there. The numbers say it is, but I'm not really sure. I don't know about that one. But what did you think? See. Tracy writes, what house is your favorite? My favorite house is the Aviana. Right now, we're in a house called the Stratford. I like the Stratford as well. I like the design of it, but I like the Aviana a little bit more. I don't know. It was something about the second floor they had. It was really cool. I thought it was a really cool setup. I haven't seen all of the homes. I think there's 2 homes I haven't seen yet, and I'm going to check those out before I roll. I'll do a walkthrough, Tracy, just for you so you can check it out. And I know you're coming out, Tracy. Are you coming out this evening? Just let me know, because before I leave here, I'm going to leave the names of all the people so that you can get inside of the venue even after I'm not here, okay? And if you run into any troubles, then you'll just have to text me or call me so I can take care of that for you. So that was my take on it. Having walked through, there's 5 homes. I've seen 3 of them, all very impressive. All very impressive. There was one home in particular that when I walked in, I started imagining my family being there, and that was the Aviana home. I don't know which is the biggest of the homes. That is a question. We talked with one of the home builders earlier. He said that, not one of the home builders, one of the home sellers earlier. He said that there was one home that had 1,000 more square feet, which I think is attractive. I don't know if I've seen that yet. So of the homes I've seen, I would have to say the Aviana is my favorite, and then followed by the Stratford. That's just me. Okay. The names are clearly marked, and then they all have brochures as you're walking in, so you can check it out and you can take it with you as well. Just take some literature with you so you can remember the spot. Hold on, let me see if I can grab this here. I got so many things in front of me. So let's here. This is okay. This is the Aviana home, Stratford, Hawthorne. I haven't been in that one. Have you done in all of them? Did you go in all of them? Okay. Yeah. So I'll check that out. Tracy. I'll just walk through with a Facebook Live video and walk in most of the rooms, if not all of them, and give you a chance to see, what it's about. Okay. Mhm. Okay. All right. Thank you. You too. You too. You do long. Okay. You want to get on the microphone? Say it again. Yeah. Kyle's still here with two men in a truck, and you were just telling me what. Say that again now, so people can hear you.
Yeah, so most people think that we're just a mom and pop shop that only has, two men and a truck, but I can reassure you that we have as many trucks as you need, whether you're going local or all the way across the country.
Okay. And you can set that up all on the website.
Yep, you can set it all up on your website, or if you want to come into any of our offices, as well as call in any of our phone numbers that you can find online. We can go ahead and set you up with any move you have.
All right, Kyle. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's Kyle stepping back in. Appreciate it. Yeah, they do long. That's two men and a truck. Everybody, movers who care, and you can find them online. Check them out. And I want to thank everybody for having us out, having the Nathan Ivey Show and Sin Digital Media out. I've had a blast. I enjoy coming out. I enjoy trying to connect people to opportunities and things that are going on around the city. That's what Sin Digital Media on some levels is all about, connecting people. I think that we're still very disconnected in this city. And you can see Kyle walking away there on the cam. I think we're still very disconnected in this city. And so any efforts that I can be a part of that will help to, further connect people, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let me set this back up here. There it is. You can still see the feed over there. So come on out. Listen, we'll be here until a little bit after 4. Don't hesitate to come out and say hello. As I said before, if you come out after we go, all I want you to do is to take a photograph of yourself in one of the model homes, send the photograph to me, and then I will register you for tickets to one of 2 upcoming events. Okay, so either you can go see JB Smooth at Bogarts, or you can go see or go participate in the Who's Bad Michael Jackson tribute at Bogarts. Not sure how you feel about Michael Jackson these days, but I'm going to assume that it's all positive. And if you like to go, that's all you got to do. So once we, shut everything down here, all I want you to do is come out, take a photograph of yourself, taking a selfie or an USSI or whoever you come with inside one of the model homes, and then I'll register you for one of the tickets here. Mm-hmm. Okay, I was just giving some information about the city of Springdale. And I've got a website for you if you're thinking, so what is the city of Springdale like? Is that the kind of place that I can see myself living? Well, check this out. You go to www.springdale.org, employment. And for what I'm seeing, they have employment opportunities, both full-time and part-time, for people in the Springdale area. If you want to find out more information on full-time or part-time opportunities, go to 3dubs.springdale.org employment. And I got a residence guide here. I was just giving this. Look at this. That's the residence guide. What's in the residence guide? Check that out. Let me see. Okay, got some information about the city of Springdale. I mean, this would be all very useful if you're thinking about relocating to Springdale. All very useful. Okay. Information about local government, including contact information for Hamilton County and state government. Okay. And these brochures are available for you when you come out to CiTiRAMA 2019. So we'd love to see you. Step on out. Look at that. Cool. Great. Let me try to read more of your comments before we roll out of here. Let's see here. Thank you so much. Thank you. So again, I work with a lot of really fabulous people. Shout out to Mish. For folks who know Mish, you know that she is dynamic at what she does. And I got to know Mish many years ago, back in my old commercial radio days. And very happy to be working with her with Send Digital Media. If you would like to have us come out and do a broadcast, I will give you her contact number, and she will set it up with you for me to come out. Perhaps you don't want me to come out. Maybe you want someone else from Send Digital Media family to come out. Well, let us know, and Mish will hook it up for you. How you doing, folks? Good to see beautiful people. Well, you should actually go into the front, and then you'll probably come out through here. Yep. Good to see you. Good to see beautiful people coming out. Yeah. I've had a blast. For me, a lot of time, a lot of good times out here today so far. And I just want to give information to you. I just want you to get as much information as you need so that perhaps you can make a decision. I would not be surprised. I'll say this again. I will not be surprised if a Nathan Ivey Show listener buys a home. It wouldn't surprise me or shock me in the least. And if you're interested, you got a great opportunity. City of Springdale, come on out. CiTiRAMA 2019, thank you for having us. Appreciate it. And thank you for checking out the broadcast. And I know it's a little unorthodox. It wasn't our regular time. I get it. I totally understand. But thank you for finding this broadcast. Please share it. If you can share this broadcast with at least 5 people, I really appreciate it. And as I said earlier, the audio version of the show got up a little bit later. After we started, we were having some difficulties, but I didn't want to delay anything. I want to move forward at all times. All right, pop that down, DJ. In the minutes that we have left, I want to jump inside the Friends page. As I said, that's a great way. Thank you so much, Ed G. Thank you so much. What's this? Okay. Wow. Interesting. So earlier this week, and I was thinking about this last night as I was watching the debates, I was thinking about a poll that was released on Monday of this week that suggested that the Democrat Party was losing favor. And as I was watching the debate, I was reminded of what my initial thoughts were. And what I would say is my message to the Democrat Party would be very simple. It would be this. Y'all got to deliver. Y'all got to deliver. You know, I'll say it again. My politics is much more jive with the Democrat Party. Okay. But even having said that, I just don't see it. Tracy writes about 7 p.m. today. Okay, Tracy. Is Cincinnati the worst district in the state? That's a good question. It's a good question. I don't believe they are. Let me double check here. I don't believe they are the worst district in the state, but they're a D. So even if they aren't the worst district, they're still not a good district for us. Even if they're not the worst district in Ohio, they're still not the best district for us. That's the thing. me see here. Statewide highlights include, there's highlights. 80% of districts received a C or higher, with more than 30% receiving a B or higher. So just think about that. 80% of of school districts, public school districts in Ohio received a C or higher. That means that Cincinnati Public Schools is on the outside of that. Like, that's crazy. She said today, okay, I got you, Tracy. I got you, most definitely. We didn't talk about Skylar Richardson not guilty in the 2017 death of her newborn daughter. Is this privilege? Is that what this is? Is this privilege? What? Or was this a lack of evidence and overzealous or over prosecution? People are writing all kinds of stuff. I hate it here. Crystal writes, how? Craig writes, I told you she would walk. Teresa writes, murderer. Woody writes, she got away with murder. How'd you folks think about the house? Did you like it? Nice house? Okay. Thank you. Talking with people as they're leaving. I mean, so far people say great things about it. I think it's undeniable. I don't think that if people have reservations about buying a home out here, I don't think it has anything to do about the home itself. And you might say, well, I don't like that particular area of town. You might say, I don't like the plot or whatever, but you're not going to say that you don't like the design of the neighborhood, and you're not going to say that you don't like the design of the homes. That's just not going to happen. If you come out here, you will like what you see. There's no doubt about it. I can almost guarantee you that. And then I like the way the homes have been designed, from modern to really earthy. I don't know. It just seems like it's a really fresh, hip, updated design as well. And perhaps it's something you can get into. Get back to this. 70% of school buildings received a C or higher. So that means that for CPS to receive a D, wow, that's amazing. It really is. So let me answer a few quick questions. Why do we have unequal schools? We have unequal schools because we accept it, period. People say, well, why is it Walnut Hills is so good and these other schools are low performing? That's because we've accepted it. I'll say it again. That's because we have accepted it. That's why. And I feel like it's going to remain that way until we decide not to accept it anymore. That's just me. What do you think? What do you think? Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Hey, how you doing? Hey, listen, thank you so much for being here. We kicked off the podcast today a little bit later at 1 p.m., but I wanted to make sure we did a full 3 hours per our agreement. And thank you so much for being here. I'll be back with you. I think I'm going to do some stuff over the weekend. So maybe look for a live broadcast from me on Saturday and perhaps on Sunday as well. And as always, I'll be with you bright and early on Monday. We can chop it up. Okay? Have a great day. Have an excellent day. And we'll talk real soon. I'm Nathan Ivey, and I'm out. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you.